Okay, Walking Miracle, it's fixed. Thank you for that heads up. I was in a real rush to get that going before the stream started. So many buttons to click to make all this happen. Checkity check. Checkity check, check. Still says received. Oh, the spelling error. Yeah, you told me about that. Thank you. Fix that too. Thank you. All right, we got a check. That looks good. Thank you for that, Dan Asker. I appreciate it. All right, let's do this. Did we get it done in time? I think we did. What's up, everybody? Happy NFTuesday. How you doing? How's it going? What's happening? What's new? Let me get my... You guys would not... I really need to calculate this. I need to put on a click counter of some sort to see how many buttons I have to click on a given day, how many pieces of software I've got to open and manipulate and change, and the number of graphics I've got to... It's insane just to get what I feel is some pretty simple things going. But, you know, maybe... I don't know, maybe it's complicated. Maybe I've made it too complicated. What's up, Fourth Curator and Monster Pete over on YouTube? Let me get that chat. This is case in point. Every time I've got to launch... Steve581, thank you for the follow. Every time I launch a stream, YouTube creates a unique URL for the chat that I've got to go in to multiple places and change just so I can see the chat. It's kind of nuts. Most of that could be scripted. I honestly, maybe a couple things, Dan, but what I'm talking about is the button clicks. Like, if I'm going to go live on YouTube, I can't just click a live button. It's like I got to go in, I got to put in a new image for a placeholder for the cover. I've got to change the title. I've got to put, it requires all these forms that have to be filled out for what date was it recorded, what language was it in. Like, it's just kind of silly, honestly. Yo, Big Game! I know you're a busy man. I sent you DMs here and on Discord about the upcoming event. Oh, I will try. I'm sorry. I was handling a bunch of messages this morning too, and I still have several unread. It's amazing how Kelly can come home from work and be like, "What'd you do today?" And I'll be like, "Well, I was busy the whole time. What did I do? I made this art. I emailed." She's like, "Who?" I'm like, "I'd have to go back and look." Like, all day, just conversating, responding, being in the moment with what's going on in social and Twitter and the NFTs, and it's just, there's a whole lot of little, I don't want to say nothings because they're important, but it just all goes by so quick. What's up, Prince Paradox, Tarjaran Puma, Buzz King, Dan Asker, OP Influencer, Nikki K, Jace the Collector, Rabbit Larry Colors, P King Boundless, Genie, good morning. Geller Will is back. I gotta find a way to watch your Friday streams. I'm always at work. Well, dang, I mean, I know you can watch after the fact, Geller, but that's probably not what you mean. Sorry. That's, I stream at different times on different days to try and make it available to more people. Well, and also work with my schedule, but I know it's never going to work for everybody. SDME, Miss Fancy Cherry, what's happening? Ezwar159159, hello and welcome. Stickfig101, how are you now? Welcome, thank you for coming by. I love seeing some new names in the chat. Sorry it took me so long to get here. Denver Beer Man. Wait, this might be related, it might not, but once upon a time, somebody told me that there was a collectibles store, I believe it was in Denver, that sold pops and beer and would play the Funko Funcast overhead for people to listen to, which I always thought was amazing and I wanted to go check it out. Is that you? Or is that just a weird coincidence? Also, I need to visit Denver and I think I'll be going soon. We've got my wife's father moved there and we're going to go visit soon. Lexi Lex, what's happening? It's been a minute. How are you? Mocking Lazarus, Walking Miracle. I believe I said hello, but hello. Zach Bonifer, Monster Pete, also on Twitch. Thank you, Walking Miracle, for the header reminder. What's up, Funko Addict Tech, Autumn's Toys, Big Dub, or BG Dub? I'm just trying to get everybody. Misty, thank you for being an amazing mod. I appreciate you. And Misty very, very sweetly sent me over one of the ultras for the Scooby-Doo drop on Friday. I didn't ask for it. She just thought, hey, I'll send Sully a little something. That was very sweet of you, Misty. Thank you. Poppin' Duo, what's up? How's it going? You guys haven't watched the Poppin' Duo. I say this all the time, but after last week, it never has meant more to me. Make sure you check out their content. Oh, it's 11:11. Make sure you check out their content on YouTube. Very super positive people. I love the content they're creating. They're unboxing mystery boxes. They're opening NFT packs. They're sharing their collection as a family in a positive way. There needs to be more of this content in the world. They do a great job. Professor Josh and Vince had me on last Thursday to PFO, Pop Force 1, which I had a blast doing. I've thought about it a lot since then. I had a really good time. If you guys haven't watched, it's on YouTube. I actually put it in my channel on past lives. You can look there and watch if you want. We talked about my journey in the collectible space, working for Funko, getting into NFTs. We talked about what we want to see from NFTs, stuff like that. It was a good conversation. So if you're, want like a podcast style format, you can watch it. You can download it, listen to it on the way to work or whatever. P King says, bad boys, what you gonna hoot? Oh, I'm gonna steal this. What you gonna hoot when they come for you? When they hoot for you? Yeah, so hold on. I'm gonna get to the other comments. Denver Beer Man, everybody else, I'm looking for your responses. But before I do, let me quickly comment on this, since you guys are already filling out the form. I guess some of you have figured it out, which is good. But I'm always looking for, I want to do something every Tuesday. And you guys know Hoot is into his pop culture. He loves movies and Funko collectibles and all kinds of things. And so why is that not showing? Okay. So this week I was like, what do I create for an NFT that is fun for everybody? And I was looking at Disney's Star Wars Acolyte. And the logo is pretty lame as far as what can I do with a Nerds Unite logo. But then I saw Bad Boys is out, which shocking, it's out this quick. I feel like we just got the trailer. Here's what I came up with. I love their posters, and I wanted to recreate kind of that vibe of the Miami, Florida, like the feel of the summer vibes. And so I created this. This looks super simple, right? But it wasn't. I created this using AI to make the palm tree silhouettes. My own custom color palette with brushes to create the color wave that you see in the font in Illustrator, masked, and then taken back to Photoshop to add some stuff. It was a lot of steps to do something pretty simple, but I think it came out really cool. Kelly saw it and she's like, I want this on a shirt. This is the coolest one you've ever designed. I'm like, okay. I thought it was pretty simple looking, but I'm glad she liked it, and I hope you guys do too. So that's the free NFT, and I originally said there wouldn't be any kind of blend or anything tomorrow. I said that on Friday. That's not true. I couldn't help myself. I've already got some other graphics created that I think you guys are going to like. So be sure you check back tomorrow after you get your free NFT to see what's going on with the possible blends and good stuff like that. Fucking Miracle said, LOL, I was about to tell you one more button click with the captions. I see your name and I go, ooh, are the captions working? Like, because you're so good about warning me. I'm way behind on chat, but I'm working on it right now. What do you do for a living? Click buttons. I'm going to use that from now on, Nadu6. Manny says, Homer Simpson had a lot of buttons on his work panel, but only pushed one. Isn't that great? I love that. In college, I created a website as part of a class that I took. We had to create an HTML website, like from scratch, typed out. And I made a website for The Simpsons, and it was every job Homer ever had. Mind you, this was back in like 1996, and the show's been going on since way before then and way after then. That I already had a lot. I should have stuck with it. Misty subscribed to Tier 2, making 48 months. 4 years. 4 years of me talking to this camera. Thank you, Sony camera. Thank you, OBS. Thank you, Twitch. Speaking of, Twitch pricing is going up. I just got an email. I don't know if you guys know this. Twitch pricing is going up to $5.99 at the least on desktop and mobile, but not through the apps yet. That's coming. I imagine that's going to go up another $1, FYI. I think it starts July 14th or something like that. What's up, Punked? Big Game says non-stop action. I mean, yeah, in a very not the most fun kind of way sometimes. I call those crappy Friday jobs. I do stuff, then the day ends. That's how my day goes. OP Influencer says definitely get back to Big Game. We are looking forward to that event. When is that event? Big Game, OP. Maybe that'll put a little pressure on me to get things done. What's up, Mikey Tanks? Jace, you said it before I commented on it, but I didn't see it till just now. You saw the price change. Donald like the duck. What's happening? How are you now? Allbrand, how you doing? Welcome. Should we refill the form if we had filled it out when it was still named Scooby Hoot? Always, whenever I put a link in, if the header is right or the name is right or whatever, it's just a matter of I missed changing one area. It doesn't hurt to fill it out again. If you fill out what turns out to be an old form, I'm not going back to it anyway, so it won't hurt anything. Conejin, how's it going? Howdy. Not you. Okay, Denver Beer Man. I want to know what that place was. I wish I had the time back when I worked at Funko to go check it out. I mean, a place where you could have pops. Oops. Should a place that had pops and beer and played the Funcast like that? That's just I should have gone. I should have just gone there. I'm Great Waves from UK. Oh, nice. I'm Great Waves from UK. I was like, wait, was your name Great Waves? Sorry. Punctuation kills me. I follow it and I have a hard time when it's not there. I'm not making fun of you. Just saying. Jericho, what's that? A lot of new names today. Welcome, everybody. Thank y'all for coming over. I appreciate it. What brings you here? Are you guys Twitchy Tides players? Or are you just here for funsies? Or are you on Twitch looking around and you saw, hey, this guy said free NFT. Let's get over here. Hopefully you read the memo on the NFT and it works. I did not see the memo, Misty. I never do. I never see the memos. They go into my wallet, and unless I have a reason to, I don't go back and look, so I'd have to go back and look. Yeah, I never read the memos. I remember our friend Sasha that originally got us all into Wombat Dungeon Master back when it was a good game. He would always put memos and stuff, and I'd be like, well, no one ever sees those. Maybe I'm wrong. Walking Miracle says, love the NFT design. Thank you. I appreciate you. What's up, Project Gonzo? Fourth Curator says, Miami Vice? You know, honestly, yeah, kinda. Got that vibe, doesn't it? Donald like the duck is Miami Beach. I have been there. Oh, pardon me. I went to, I doubt this name means anything to you, Donald like the duck, but you never know. It's a small world. I worked in the printing industry for years, and I went down to a company called Reprographia down there in Miami area. Miami-Dade County, right? And I went to see a Heat game with my friends that worked there. We went to Miami Beach. They're like, you want to go out at night, go party? I was like, oh, hell yeah, right? Let's go. Because I used to party when I would go for different jobs, right? And they're like, you want to go party? Like, sure. What time should we go? Like, 9? They're like, 9? No, nobody goes out before like 11 or midnight. I'm like, excuse me? We have to work in the morning. Like, come on. So we go out at like 11:30. We get to the club. No one's there. Nobody gets to the club till like midnight. I don't understand that at all. We hung out at the club, and every time I'm like, well, let's go. Then a whole bunch of wave of new people would come in. We had a good time. We ended up shutting down the clubs and hanging out till like 3, 4 in the morning. And then we had to be back at the office at 7. Now, I say that all the time. Looks like something that would be on a shirt. I like it. Picasso. This logo indeed looks amazing. Congrats. Thank you, Project Gonzo. Yo, Robert, what's happening, man? I've been babbling for so long. I missed you coming in. Sorry. Mick says, looks very nice. It is. Seems lovely evening. Thank you. Bad Boys, J-Mart. Definitely going to need this as a shirt. Guys, I still... And I know you guys always have ideas. I'm still looking for a printer that can do quality shirts screen printed. This one would be tricky because of the color palette. I don't like this D to G computer printed stuff. It looks like crap in most cases. But if I could find somebody that does a good one. My brother on YouTube. Those days are over for me. Stayed up till 8:30 yesterday and I'm exhausted. I'm a little better than that, but not by much. We're usually in bed at 10:30 is our time now, and we get up at 6:45. I didn't think I'd get back to that life, but you know, I am. I love staying up till 2 in the morning, but those days are over for me. Shred should do a cameo on this blend. He might. Big Game says it's July 2nd. That must be reference to the event. Okay, so I will get to those messages and see what I can do. Crypto Gamer, what's happening? How are you now? Welcome. Over on Twitch, you guys who are watching on the multi-stream, sometimes I'm referring to comments made on Twitch, sometimes to those on YouTube. I try to call them out, but I forget. Over here on the side, you can see everybody's comments. I think that's probably too small for most of you to read, but just FYI, it's there. Vic Ventura, what's happening? Stickfig 101 says the Tides addicts have swimming in shallow water all day. We're going to play some Twitchy Tides momentarily, so hang with me, guys. We'll get an early game in. I know a lot of you are here and you're like, oh, I got to get my games in. I got to get my games that will feed your need for more of the underwater action. I believe the memo says, wear your stilettos. P-King, I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. You're weird. Lexi Lex says, I will use punctuation properly from now on, comma, just in case my panda eats, comma, shoots and leaves, bam. I'm sorry. I triggered you. I apologize. Oh, man, I miss those Repro Max conventions. Swarty! Oh, Swarty's here. Swarty knows. Yeah, man. Me too, Swarty. So Swarty worked in the printing industry at the same time I did. That's how we got to know each other years ago. And there was this company called Reaper Max that was like brought all the people in the printing community together, which ended up being heavily software based. No surprise there by the time early 2000s, early to mid early 2000s rolled around. Anyway, and we would get together and we would party and we would stay up way too late and we would get up and go to these conferences, and it was the right age for me to be able to do that. Stay up till 4 in the morning and then still be there at 7 a.m. I wouldn't sit down in the room for the presentations. I'd have to stand next to the coffee pot in the back, but we had a blast. Clubs get fun after 1 a.m. Maybe once upon a time, not for me anymore. Jay says, at my age, if it's past 9, it's too late for me. I feel you. Sully is currently 22nd on the Twitch Tide streamer leaderboard. Out of what, 22? 23? Maybe 24? Atlas Drawers. You know, there's a new movie on Netflix called Atlas. Did you watch it yet? No spoilers. I watched the first, 20 minutes of it and then realized, oh, wait. I think Kelly might like this. She's not normally into sci-fi, so I'm going to go back and watch it. Don't tell me if it's good or bad. I don't care. I'm going to go watch it. Walking Miracle says, curse the world operating on a morning person schedule. You know, honestly, curse them all. Drumar, what's happening? Different once the kiddos come along, LOL. I was a night owl too, says Punk. And who knows, maybe I'll get back to it. I always thought in retirement, which for me is closer than further away now. I always thought in retirement, I'd still be a night owl who did not get up early. You know, my grandparents got up at 5 in the morning just because it was morning. Ugh. No, thank you. I want to stay up late and sleep till 9 and 10. I jumped too far. Peking. Pop Paragon gave out 5 community subs. We'll get down to see who those are too shortly. Thank you, Pop Paragon. I appreciate you, brother. I'll read who those are too in just a minute, but to everybody that got a gifted sub, thank you. Say a big thank you to Pop Paragon, and always consider maybe paying that forward to somebody else if you can. That would be awesome. They're far away from you, but if you want to check out Midland Graphics for shirts, maybe they'll have the quality you're looking for. They're near me. And so, see, I have an indirect connection to a t-shirt company in Detroit, thanks to our friends at My Pops. And that's great. The problem is, it's hard to communicate and you can't run in and see a sample. I need a local printer, if at all possible, if I'm going to be doing screen printing like that normally, where I can jump in and see what they do before they do screen printing. But what I need is something entirely different. I don't know if Midland Graphics offers it, but I need a company that can do small batch screen printing, who does really good communication and can be like, Sully, we got your graphics. We're gonna do a sample. We'll send you a photograph of it. If you approve it, we'll print your 20 shirts, your 50 shirts, whatever. I don't even mind paying for it. Problem is, every t-shirt company I've worked with is like, send us your graphics. We'll print it. Well, can I see a sample? No. You're going to print 100 shirts and you're going to charge me $700, but you can't do a sample? Like, we used to do samples of banners when I worked at a printing company. I've had too many crappy quality shirts from established screen printers. Oh, I got a text. Oh, thank you, Swarty. I'll have to take a look at that. Notorious Ninja, what's happening? That was back when Recover only took half a day, not a week, right, Swarty? LOL, everyone wants to go party at SDCC after parties. I just want to get ready for the next... No, see, there's the exception for me. I don't want to sleep at SDCC. I want to go because I paid all that money to be there and to see all my friends and to be in what is the center of the nerd universe. That is where everything starts and ripples out. I want to be awake the whole time. I want to be going. There aren't enough parties and events, in my opinion. I want them all day. Tyson, what's happening on YouTube? How are you now? What's up, Chuck? You've not seen it, Atlas? So far, I like the concept. Comic Zombie says, I just started watching Your Honor on Netflix. Oh, I watched the first 2 seasons of that with Bryan Cranston. Really liked it. Didn't finish it, but it was really well done. That Bryan Cranston is a freaking national... He's a treasure. He's a treasure. I love that man. I got to meet him once, and he was very, very kind. Very kind man. I got at SDCC 1 year. I was working full-time job during the day, about to go to SDCC, and I had already learned, and this is a pro tip for anybody that's got the time on your hands, once SDCC gets closer, which we're like a month away from being right in the heat of it, right? Once SDCC heat starts up and all the announcements are rolling out and stuff, I'll open up Twitter and open up the feed, or the pipeline as I call it, and just look up the hashtag SDCC and see what comes around, right? And I was doing that one day, had it open on a monitor, it's just going all day, and I saw win an autograph from the cast of Breaking Bad. Said, respond to this, first 50 people get... I responded, and then I looked, and there was 150 people already. I was like, okay, well, I'm out. Then, like a week later, right before I'm about to get on an airplane to go to SDCC, somebody reaches out from that account and says, hey, are you going to SDCC? And I'm like, well, yeah, I'll be there. They're like, you have tickets. Yeah. They're like, oh, a whole bunch of other people won, but they didn't read the instructions, and they didn't have tickets. We're not paying for your airfare or for your tickets to SDCC. You have to already be coming. Is that you? And I'm like, yes. Like, okay, your name's on the list on this Sunday. Be here at this time, and you're going to get to meet the cast of Breaking Bad, go through, get their autographs. So, ironically, well, not ironically, it was planned. On that Sunday of SDCC, they used to have the best Sunday lineup in Hall H. It was like Supernatural, Doctor Who, Sons of Anarchy, Breaking Bad, and I'm missing one other staple that was there on those Sundays. But anyway, go to the Breaking Bad panel. I'm there. I have to leave the Breaking Bad panel early to go across to the Hard Rock Cafe where they're doing the autograph signing to get in line. And I got to meet Anna Gunn, Bob Odenkirk, Aaron Paul, of course, I was just rattling his name off. Your Honor, Bryan Cranston, and what was the kid's name? Mitty? Something Mitty? I can't remember his full name. That played their son. Got all their autographs, and I even have a glass beaker with some blue crystals in there, signed by Bryan Cranston on the outside. That was an extra thing I got just because we were standing there at the right place at the right time. It was an awesome, awesome day. Pop Paragon gifted those 5 Tier 1 subs to the community. Those went to Asteroid Eater, Krethus, Puzzled Puzzler, Ostrich 99, and Boundless Genie, who's here. RJ Mitty. Thank you, Tyson. I was there. I was so close. I'm kind of impressed because I haven't said that name in a long time, and normally I really struggle with some things like that. Sit there, Jedi. What's happening? How are you? Geller Will says, I'm from that. So, Geller Will, have you been to My Pops? You got to get out. Wait, you said you're from that area. You might have moved. But if you're back in that area, you got to go to My Pops in Shelby Township, Michigan. The most wonderful people run that place. And our friend Chuck, who's here in the chat, Cal Aird right now, he frequents and hangs out there and helps them. But if you're not already following them, you should. And if you're into collecting Funko Pops, you got to get over there, check out, even take some of your stuff and sell it if you want, whatever. They're wonderful people. Savage is right, especially if you're willing to pay for the sample. And just the level of customer service in the printing industry, specific to like garments, shirts, hats, stuff like that, horrible. I got bamboozled by a company, spent $400 on hats, and told them in the notes on one part, the last thing in the world I want is orange stitching on a black hat. And guess what I got? And then they ghosted me and would not refund my money or fix the hats. I cursed a lot. I'm not sure if they do samples. It's been years since I made shirts, but it was a pretty small run that we did. Nice peeking. Dan Asker says, with garments, the cost is down to the silk screen. Even in China, the factories will charge $50 to $150 depending on the number of colors. They are very reluctant to do samples unless you pay the screen fee and sample fee. So I don't even need a sample for free. What I'm saying is, when they get everything, the screens set up and ready to go, I just want to see photos of it, better in person, but photos of it before they get to printing them all. And that's the problem I run into. I'll pay for the silk screens, for the making the stuff, assuming that if there's problems, we can adjust. But they seem to think, we got your money, you're going to take these shirts regardless. We don't want, no samples, no testing before we go. It's the worst. For sure, but I don't drink, so after parties are not for... Oh, you don't have to drink to go enjoy the parties at SDCC? Oh my God, no. That is a part of it if you want, but there's just so much fun to be had. Denver Beer Man says, T-shirts is a tough business unless you're doing bulk. There's not much margin in it. The wife has some high-end sublimation printers, but you're limited to using only polyester or poly blends, and then you get limited on fabric color. See, like, I don't have it in here. I looked like it's right here. I got a sample... I call it a sample. That's the wrong word. I got a print from Sticker Mule. They do shirts now. The t-shirt quality is whatever. I just wanted a shirt to see what that one, the Nerds Unite logo that looks like Mario, would look like. And first glance, fine. If you're 10, 15 feet away, shirt looks good. You get up close, you can see that it was printed with a printer, not with silk screen. And you can see all the dots and the textures that I do not like. And then worse off, when you really look, you can see there's the line around the whatever the design is, where they have heat pressed on the shirt, and it's actually ruined the shirt. And I don't want anybody paying for crap, you know? At the same time, I'd love to make some money, and I got a lot of great designs. What I need is somebody that runs at a print shop that does shirts. They can go, Sully, we know what you want. Send us your graphics. We'll get you taken care of. We'll get it done right. We'll do distribution. It's going to be this much per shirt. I don't care if they tell me the answer is $20 per shirt. So long as I can charge $30 per shirt and make a profit and you get something good, I'm good. I don't need to make triple. I just need to make something. I have someone asking me why they might be blocked or banned. They said they can see the stream and us casting, but can't actually see the chat and can't type. Geller, the only time I ever block anybody, I tell them in advance. I don't know of anybody that I would have blocked specifically, because there is a list. When somebody comes in here acting a fool, if they come in here telling off-color jokes or picking on somebody or saying stupid things, usually we go, hey, that's not what we do here. Don't do that. If you continue, you get blocked. And on YouTube, I'm not blocking anybody that I know of. Now on Twitter, I got a lot of people blocked. Yeah, if you're in there under every Funko drop going garbage, trash, NFTs are stupid, I block you because I don't want to see your anything. I don't want to see anything about you. My wife was the caretaker for Bryan Cranston's stepmother. No kidding, Notorious Ninja. So did you get a chance to meet Bryan Cranston then? Hopefully your experience with him was equally as good as if you did. Said he thought he was cussing. I mean, no thinking. If a person came in and was cursing and I told them to stop and they got blocked, they know exactly why they're blocked. There's no debating. And we don't do the, oh, please unblock me. No, don't do that. I don't know. Said he would be quiet. I'm just passing a message on Be Mad Chucky. Sorry, you lost me there. Krathus. Oh, I'm still way behind. Thanks for taking my name. Sounds cool, says Boundless Genie. Link to his Discord or YouTube? Is that a question for me, Geller, or? I'm behind still, but I'm trying to catch up. I don't drink and still go, right? C4th Curator? There you go. That could be it, Misty. Yeah, they have to if they're new and they have to verify their email or phone number, because we did get the other day we got follow botted, and it does limit if somebody comes in that is just a troublemaker. It limits all that by they have to have verified a phone number or email with Twitch. In other words, saying I'm a real human being. Once they do that, it's much easier. So maybe if they're just new, not that they've been here and got blocked, but are new, that could be it. And I'm pretty sure it tells you flat out you have to verify an email or phone number. There's no question about it. It's very blatantly in your face, tells you the reason. Nobody will ever force you to do something you don't want to do at those events. My favorite, can't wait to see those at the next Buckeyes. Oh, yeah, I'll block those folks too, Tyson. A company like Funko, I talk about this all the time. They're huge, right? They do a lot of great stuff. They make mistakes. We all do. Let it go. You don't need to reference the sandwich and the Buckeye event sale and bad shipping on every single thing they do. Mistakes happen. And if you feel like they've targeted you and you're having that big of a problem with it and you don't want to collect their stuff anymore, don't collect it. Stop following it and commenting on it. Just go about your life and go do something you enjoy doing. Don't bring it down for the rest of us. Going through unbanned requests would be a fun stream. Never gonna do it. I don't care. If you got banned, you had to have been a real NTAC. I'm not interested. My wife did, but I did not. It wasn't professional for me to go visit. He came once every few months. Makes sense, Notorious Ninja. Good, mad respect that you followed that guideline. J Mart said it'd be really cool to make it to SDCC one time. It's just a lot of commitment and cost. It is indeed, J Mart. And you know, honestly, for me, it's getting every year. It's getting a little more like, should I still be going? Because look, you got airfare minimum $500 a person, unless you live in California, right? Hotels, forget about it. $300 a night minimum. You got the cost of the tickets, $300 overall, maybe $200. I don't remember exactly, but somewhere in that ballpark. If you want to go to fun days, there's another $200 a ticket. If you want to buy anything at the con, you're looking at hundreds of dollars a day. You're looking at meals. It's a lot of money. I don't have that money much anymore, but I do limit everything else in my life so I can go at that time. If you really good money planning, financial planning for something like that, if you wanted to go next year and you could now, maybe start a little bank account where you put a little money over there out of each paycheck, have it automatically taken and put in there, and ignore it. And then when it comes around next year and it's time, hopefully you got it. But I'm not going to pretend to understand your financial situation. I know for everybody it's different. There may be a time for me, unless things change, where I got to go. I'm going to have to start sitting it out. Denver says it'll tell you when you try to comment if you need to verify. Exactly. It's no surprise. It tells you. Pop Paragon says, Geller looking for link for YouTube or Discord was around the time you were talking about My Pops. Oh, gotcha. So My Pops does, they don't do YouTube or Discord. They do Instagram Lives every Wednesday. But if it's MIPOPS, My Pops. Because they're in Michigan, that's the MI. Great people. Look them up for sure. I could never unfollow you, Sully. Thank you, Konija. Sully till I die. Whoa, hey. Well, let's hope I go before you do. We don't want that to happen. Fourth Curator says a lot of money, so I'm looking to sell a few things before next month. Preach. I've been selling on eBay, and luckily I just made a big sale. You guys want to see something? You want to see something insane? This is leaving. This is going out. Freddy is Deadpool. 300 pieces in the world. Sold. On its way out. Shipping it today. Fourth Curator says, I also limited my days of attendance to save money. Yeah, I figure you're there because of the hotel costs, man. Crazy. Have been to My Pops. Great people and great stores, says Pop Paragon. Yes. If you're anywhere up there, you gotta go. Tyson said, I'd love to go to a Fun Days event, not too concerned with SDCC. So in case you don't know, one, you don't have to have an SDCC ticket to go to Fun Days. It's a separate event outside of the convention. You probably know that. If you don't know, this year they've announced it's going to be 2 days instead of 1. And my gut tells me, because we don't have a lot of details yet, my gut tells me this is speculation on my part, a guess, nothing confirmed, no facts. All right, I'm just going to put that out there. 2 days. I think it's going to be the same event on like Friday as it is on Saturday. Sans, maybe a couple things will be adjusted for like the Hall of Fame, the board stuff. But I think what they're doing, and if I were them, this is what I would have been doing for the last few years. Mike Becker, original founder of Funko, and now the only face of Funko these days. He works all year to plan this event. He spends tons of time and, might I add, his own money to make some of this happen, to have people at the events and celebrities and talent and the show, the whole thing. He puts it together all year. He stars in it. He hosts it. And he, from what I understand, Funko used to take a loss on Fun Days, but it was an event for the fans, so it made sense. I think the pressure of a big corporate company that's public is like, we're not having events to give stuff away. We need to make some money. So somebody probably went, well, let's just do it twice. We've already spent all the money. We'll have the venue for 2 nights. They'll probably cut us a deal there. We already have all the costumes, and we already have the molds for the pops made. We'll just make more of them. Let's do it twice. Charge $200 or $250 a ticket. I don't remember what it's up to this year. And if we do that 2 nights in a row, we're going to net. If we sell out, we're going to net a profit. And I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. So what I'm saying is, better chance of getting a ticket this year because they're going to double down. And if they sell them in the right way, people won't be able to go in and scoop up Friday and Saturday tickets. They'll have to choose one or the other. Balanced Genie says, is it Freddy Funko? Yeah, this is Freddy Funko as Deadpool. You can see the Deadpool costume in there. And he's got a sword in one hand and a Uzi in the other. Fredpool, exactly. Went to school over the RE for a while. Never been to the store, but I'll have to go see it. Oh yeah, you got to. Roseville. Okay. I don't think I've been through Roseville. I hope I can convince my wife to go to My Pops next time we are up. Oh, you have to. If for nothing else, to go meet a couple of other wonderful, positive content creators, store owners, people. Nick and Nessa are the best of the best. Like, they have me up there 3 times now. I loved going to visit. They paid for my airfare and hotel and everything for me to come up, and that was just like it was a huge thing for me to be able to go visit and for them to do that. And I had a blast getting to hang with them. It was so much fun. Savage says, and I see Freddy as Wolverine has a very nice price on it now in the market. I bet. And I have. Do I have Freddy as Wolverine? No, but I have some really good Wolverines. I need to look those up and see if I should get them posted. If I weren't already going to LA in October, I'd try for a Fun Days ticket. I feel ya. Mike has stated that it'll be the same event twice, I believe. Okay, great. That backs up my theory. Would it be smart to do it? Why can get more fanatics in that way? Yeah, for sure. Sorry, not paying enough attention how we eat the Freddy. Oh, no, Geller, I'm not giving this away. I was just saying this sold on eBay. If you're interested in looking at the other things I have on eBay, a notification comes up in Twitch every so often. I've got 50, 60 items listed, a lot of absolute fire. Freddy Funkos limited to 500, 300 pieces. Some pops you're not going to see in person probably ever. Maybe once in your life. Some stuff that just is not made anything like it anymore. Just super rare. lots of fun stuff. So if you get a chance, check out my eBay listings. I'm selling it to survive off of at this point. So if you see something you like and you're interested, but you don't want to pay the price on there, we can negotiate something outside of eBay. If you'll contact me through Twitter is the best way. We can figure something out because it'll save me some money on the fees I got to pay them if it sells on there. So we might be able to do a little wiggling with that price. That Freddy is Wolverine LE250 has jumped in price, and I might move mine. There you go, Fourth Curator. That's smart. Geller Will says, let me know when you come again. We can do a big thing. I'll come cook. Oh, all right. That sounds good. Hey, Priscilla, what's happening? Valor and Vellum, everybody. Make sure you follow her for great content here on Twitch as well. She's an amazing artist, creator of Sune. I was on there again yesterday looking up some Sunes to add to my collection. I picked up one I was missing. I'm always doing that with the NFTs. Notorious, I finally caught up. Notorious Ninja, I recall Mike stating that there will be a twist to each day for fun days. Okay, that's cool. I had not paid close attention to the information shared. You know what would be cool? It'll be cool. This is heavy sarcasm before I start this, in case you don't pick up on it. It'd be cool if there was a fan account with information that shared things about Funko that everybody followed, that it could kind of fill in the gaps of the information that Funko's no longer sharing, but that didn't have a negative twist to it. There are accounts you can follow that are either leaking information, boo to them, wish they'd get shut down, sued, destroyed, whatever. There are YouTube channels creating content that constantly talk about how horrible Funko is and how they're destroying everything and they can't do shipping right and the NFTs are the devil, etc. Wish they'd all get shut down, demolished, burned to the ground. Why can there not be a positive, hey, here's news that Mike just shared. This is cool. Here's new pops that just hit store shelves or just officially were revealed, but maybe didn't hit the Funko accounts. Here's links to where you can buy stuff because we make a profit when you buy stuff. That used to be Nerd Foo. Half of Nerd Foo decided to back out, and I was still around. But yeah, it never ceases to amaze me that these accounts have built their brand off destroying Funko. The closest thing to what I was being sarcastic about, but the closest thing, you got Pop and Duo, you got Tristan, Top Pops. You've got our friends at My Pops are doing a great job of sharing information, and they're Wasatch Pop doing a great job. I'm sure I'm missing a few, but there's some great content creators out there that are sharing and getting people in the space and having fun without breaking the rules for their own benefit. I love it. Tyson says, I just got my Freddy as Vault Boy graded by PSA. It came back as an 8.5. Tyson, I love hearing that, man. I am very interested. I have a box over here labeled Pops to be graded. And in there is my creme de la creme limited stuff that I want to send. And I tried for the last year and a half. I've been trying, and I'm finally gonna have to just give up on him. I got a contact at PSA. I found him. I emailed him. We talked a little. He ghosted me. I went to the PSA booth at San Diego Comic-Con. I talked to multiple people. I'm like, look, I got this idea. I've got all these great pops. I have an audience of people who are probably interested in grading. Can we work together to create a story? To create a marketing campaign where I show off the stuff, I show how I box it, I send it in, you guys grade it, send it back to me at your cost. I show it off, I have a link, I share, people sign up, I get a little kickback off of them signing up, and we start getting some momentum behind graded pops. And they just, if they're interested, they're one of the slowest moving, and no offense, they're just very slow moving. They probably have other priorities that make more sense to them. But I'm done waiting. I can't wait anymore. For months. Oh, let's talk Friday. Your schedule good? My schedule's good. Let's talk Friday. Friday comes around, not a peep. Oh, sorry, I got busy. Let's do this another day. I can't do that forever. So anyway, I want to say, and Tyson could yeah, there you go. 3 in was $140. So let's call that 45 to 50 a piece, 45 a piece, roughly 47, something like that. Quick math. I could do a calculator, but I don't need to. I should have known I would get modded on that one. I don't even see what you tried to type in. Anyway, this is the thing that happens with the graded pops is Tyson gets it, and I'm sure a lot of y'all will too. Look what he's sending in. Freddy as Vault Boy. We know that's a valuable pop, right? I hear people all the time, and I've looked at different forums like online where I just looked up PSA graded pops, and these people that are in there, they're bad mouthing it. They're like, oh, it's so stupid, it's horrible. Why would anyone do that? It costs too much. No, you don't want to send in your common Falcon pop that's worth $27 to be graded. That doesn't make a lot of sense. If you're sitting on something like this, sending it in to be graded makes a lot of sense. $2,500 pop, $37, what did I say? No, $47 to grade makes a lot of sense. It gets encapsulated, it gets verified, it's protected now, it gets the grade. If the grade is high, the value of that pop, 2x, 5x, 10x, whatever. This is the kind of stuff you get graded. And I think it's the next evolution of our collectibles. And for the people that are bad-mouthing it, it boils down to either ignorance and or funds. And honestly, I'm broke, but I'm going to pay to have those graded because I know that if they're a 9, 9, 5, 10, the value is that much more. Plus now they're protected. It just makes a lot of sense. And I would love to be telling that story with PSA, but they apparently can't get on board with it. What I'm really amazed by is that they're doing great things at PSA with sports cards, with Pokemon, with all that stuff. So they probably don't really care all that much. But there's a whole world of pop grading out there, or the faked ones. That's a good point too, Tyson. There's a lot of fake out there. If you can verify that it's real, that helps a lot. They're doing great things with those areas, and it's widely accepted. People are cracking packs and immediately sending in everything to be graded these days. You can join groups and get discounts on the grading and stuff. I would love to see more graded pops out there. There was one booth at SDCC last year that I saw that had a lot of graded pops, and boy, did it look sweet all lined up the way they did it. Looks so good. Added bonus is once you get them graded and sealed up in their cases, you can juggle with them. I won't, but yeah, I get you. There's a guy named Sully on Twitch who talks a lot about Funkos. Oh, you said Funkos. Funkos is not a thing, guys. Funko cereal is a thing. Funko products, like Funko Pops, that's a thing. But Funkos is not a thing. Stop. Take it out of your daily words. Don't say it. It shouldn't be part of your dialect. Funkos is not a thing. Freddy is Optimus Prime Metallic was another one I said, oh, nice. If it's graded, highly faked, or LE, it's worth $45. Yeah, I agree. Autographed. Gotcha. Yeah. I think I'm going to send my Mickey royalty in for grading. Probably will only be an 8.5. Tyson, we should be best friends. I really like what you're saying here. We're all on the same page. Nadu, no, they haven't made them in years. Me too, punk. That it drives me nuts. It's like when people say Legos. That's not a thing. Your Lego sets, your Lego projects, you own many sets of Lego, but you don't own Legos. Not a thing. What really kills me is when other companies do it. Marvel, when we worked with them, when I worked at Funko, they were like, oh, get your Funkos. We're like, no, you're not helping us. You're not helping us. Stop it. Okay, sorry. I go on my rants, my tirades. Let's play some early Twitchy Tides. Early. It's 54 minutes into the stream. Let's play some Twitchy Tides. And then we're going to look at all the Funko NFT stuff and make sure we're ready. You guys know tomorrow's Fantastic Plastic. You better be ready. You better be ready for that. You can step on multiple Lego bricks, and that hurts. But you can't step on multiple Legos. No, you can step on multiple Lego bricks, but you can't step on Legos. No, that's wrong. Just stop. Just stop. Stop saying it. Okay, in case you guys don't know, Twitchy Tides. I think a lot of people are here. Lego is the second most painful thing to stand on, only beaten by a UK plug. Oh! Do those have a tendency to sit with the prongs up in a knot? I did not know that. That's so funny. Egos is okay, and maybe that's where the problem comes in, Nedu6. Maybe that's where the problem comes in. I did not know that. I don't know if you guys did this over the weekend. Chimichanga dropped. You might want to scoop that one up if you haven't already. I got mine and got it staked already. We're going to play the game. Don't tread on my Lego. You did it right, Krethus. Geller Will, some Scooby epics are under 4. Yeah, I saw that. Denver Beerman, Twitchy Tides Discord told me to come here, but I'm glad I did find another cool new channel. Oh, thank you, Denver. That makes my day. That's very sweet. For anybody that's new, I didn't start with this. My name is Sully. I'm a variety streamer, a Twitch partner, a Gold Wax ambassador. Twitchy Tides is a godsend. Thank you, Pop Paragon. I loved our friend Gaz and Chaz over with Crittercraft, and we had some fun playing their games, which gave us some fun things to do on stream. But Pop Paragon approached us in a totally different way and said, let's build a game that the streamers can play and the collectors can get on the NFTs and have something to do when they're not playing the games online. Let's give them reasons to buy packs and do blends. Let's provide utility and another avenue for creators. So you got like myself, and you got Skunky Chunks, and maybe Priscilla will be in on it one day. I don't know. She's a busy lady, so it might be tricky. Maybe our friend Dr. Crispy, maybe Jungle Bri will get in and work with Twitchy Tides to create some fun NFTs. Who's the most recent one that made that the fish, the fuzzy fish? What's it called? I'm blanking on who it is. Geller Will says it's awesome. Sully Pop and his team are truly one of a kind, top tier number group of people. Yep, agreed. Faded, Monsuda. Faded got in and created a new cool fish. You guys can enter now! ! Hoot. Yeah, Faded Monsuda. That's a really cool. Okay, there it goes. Whew. If you have already linked your account on twitchytides.io, you're set. If you've not, or if you see an X show up on the screen when you type in your info, that either means you haven't linked your Twitch account on twitchytides.io or something's up. If you see the X, please retype in ! Hoot, leave a space, and put in your Wax Wallet ID, because we need your Wax address in order to deliver a prize. So if you see an X and your name is, if you win and you're selected, you get nothing. We need your Wax wallet in there. So it's on you to pay attention. So no offense. I'm not trying to call anybody out or make them feel stupid or whatever. But, oh, y'all already fixed it. Excellent. Do I see any more? For anybody with an X, oh, look at that. X gonna give it to you. Y'all are great. Thank you. You fixed it so quick. So Pop Paragon has sent me some packs to give away. Let's do this because we're going to do multiple giveaways during the stream. First place is going to get a Twitchy Tides pack that contains one NFT. Could be an NFT, fish, could be a pack. There are packs in the packs sometimes, from what I understand. Haven't seen it yet myself, but you can get a fish that way. So you can play for free, or you can play and you can collect the NFTs to enhance the fun of playing. But don't spread the word, don't believe the word that it's a pay-to-play only game. We see a lot of people with the orange fish, which is like the default, win. There are more people playing this that don't have the orange fish, thus there will be more winners who don't have the orange fish. The stats, the numbers are there to support that. Meta Battler, what's up? How are you now? So you guys get in. First place is going to get a Twitchy Tides pack. Second place, I'm going to give away one of those NFTs that I gave away during PFO last week that you're required for a blend, a very exclusive blend in my collection, Nerds Unite Us. And I can show more details on that later if you'd like. And third place will be a surprise. First, second, and third all get prizes. First is a pack. Second is one of those PFO NFTs. And third place will be a surprise. Uga pulled a 25 pack from a 25 pack last night. He then pulled a 10 pack from that 25 pack. Holy moly, that's like hitting the bonus round on a slot machine. I'm kind of just going up for the up to Epic 1 and the Ultra, says Geller Will. Denver says, I think there were more common fish wins yesterday than there were rarity fish. LOL, it was a good balance. I do like to see that. But if you hear somebody spouting off saying, well, you have to pay to play, not true. Absolutely not true. That's how it works, right? The commons to Epic is the royalty, and then after that, each one is redeemable as well. Gil, you're talking about with the Funko stuff, right? Is that what you're talking about? I've got a break turtle I'm using from NFTopia way back. Oh, so yeah, freebie, yeah. Oh yeah, so Geller, we'll take a look at that in just a minute, and I will answer those questions for sure. I'm going to give you guys about 30 seconds left to enter this. We'll run a game of this. We'll give away the prizes. We'll go talk Funko NFTs and answer all your questions. Absolutely happy to help you out and show you. I think that's the key, is being able to see it on the screen and know that what you're looking at makes sense, right? What's up, Krathus? You're having problems? Which device are you on that you're having problems with? I'm still using the first fish I got for my first free pack. That's perfect, RC Padgy. Yo, what's up, Eswar? Eswar, make sure you type in, because I see an X on the screen for you, exclamation point hoot, leave a space, and put in your Wax Wallet ID. If you don't have a Wax Wallet ID, we can walk you through. Oh, you're set. I'll shut up now. Great job. Great job. You know what? Somebody the other day filled out one of my forms to get a free NFT, and their address was incorrect. And for Eswar, is that an accurate address? I'm not trying to call you out. I just want to take care of you. I want to help you. And that looks familiar to the one that I had trouble with the other day. Let's see. I'm checking yours now. No, you're good. It's not you. It's somebody else. Somebody filled out my form and gave me a bogus wax address the other day, and I reached out but never heard back. No, you're good, Eswar. Okay. We're going to get started. We got 60 people. I think everybody here knows how this is played, but just in case you don't, I'm going to hit start in just a second. That's going to take us into the underwater area with all of the fish. Things are going to come along and try to destroy you. There are some commands you can type in depending on the fish that you have at the different stages, or you can sit back and do nothing and wait and see if you come in first, second, or third. Let's see how it goes. Good luck to everybody. We're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Best of luck, everybody. Ah! Get off the screen. Get off the screen. Where's my sound? All right, we already lost 7. Holy moly, look at those. Those are new. That's so cool. Whoa, what is this? DPK. Oh, it must be the ability of the new drop. Maybe that was a Big Game or Nadu 6 that just did that. What was that? What was that command? Yeah, we got so many cool fish going now. I'm really impressed with how quickly Pop Paragon and the team are getting out updates and changes and stuff. So cool. How come nobody's getting knocked out, though? We're still sitting at 53-60. Oh, there we go. Okay. Lightning McQueen. Exactly, Zach Bonifer. Don't say that for legal reasons, though. It's Lightning McQueen inspired. Look at the variety of fish that we have now is absolutely amazing. And I forgot to put myself in once again. I got to start doing that. We're down to 13. Top 3 are winning a prize. Oh, there we go. Jasp is winning. Geller Will is winning. And so is Boundless Genie. Now let's see where they end up. Those are our top 3. Interesting, we got a couple of Petey's in there. Jaws and Spy. There you go. There you go. Ah, there we go. All right, Jasp comes in first. Shout out to Jasp and Chain Champs. Geller Will in second, and Boundless Genie in third. Let's start with Jasp. I promised a pack for first place. Promised a pack for participation in first place. We'll go over to Twitchy. We'll get you a pack here, send it to you. I think you know how all this is played, but you can open these from anywhere, including Atomic Hub. Make sure I pick from the packs that he sent me, just for inventory's sake. I want to make sure those come from the same spot. All right, send you that. Jasp, congratulations. Come on. Oh, I got to put in my two-factor. This first activity I've had today, so I got to put in my... Always use two-factor authentication, gang. Protect yourselves. Five, 555. Hey, new follower, Stickfig 101. Thank you for the follow. Okay, I'm finishing that first transaction. The rest should go more quickly now that we got that underway. It's okay. Hopefully they get the point system okay this month for the top 3 positions. So there were some troubles? Is that what you're saying? I'm not familiar with it if there was. Hey, just like I was talking about with Funko earlier, you know, mistakes happen. If there was a problem, yo, they'll solve it. Yo, Nessa, what's happening? How are you now? Speaking of my pops and my wonderful friends there's Nessa, or Nessie37 from my pops. We were just talking about you. Geller Will 11. I'm going to get your Nerds Unite PFO NFT. So just in case you weren't familiar, Geller Will, I think you were here on Friday, but there are some blends that hinge on this NFT that I gave away 25 freebies because for those people that came by Thursday's stream with PFO, Pop Force 1. The only way to get them now is to win them from me here on stream. So you can do the blend yourself, or I recommend you put this up for sale or trade it. I would not sit on it because the value will not be there forever. Miss you too, Nessa. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope everything's going great up at the shop. And then finally, Boundless Genie. I swore we'd get you some sort of surprise. So let's see what we got for you in 3rd place. I'll go into the Nerds Unite archives here, and we'll see if we can find something out of the 1,150 NFTs I'm sitting on. Let's get you a logo for the Funime inspired. I called it Fun in May. And how about a Chucky inspired Nerds Unite NFT? Both these go into your wallet. If you want to, you can blend these. You just need a Hoot 2.0, which you can get off the market or for $1.50 off of the drops area, or you can turn around and sell these. I don't care. They're yours to do with as you please, but somebody might benefit from those to do the blends. No, you're good, Geller. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. Use them on tides to get a fish pack. Yes, good point. Thank you for saying that. So for those of you who don't know, if you have any Nerds Unite NFTs, you can go into an area here on twitchytides.io, and you can do, I'll show you here real quick. I'm in the play area. Let's get out of the play area. If you just go to twitchytides.io, you can go up to the breeding area. And if you have a breeding tank, which will require you to purchase in order to get this going, but I think in the long run, it's going to be worth it. You can go in and you can, one of the options here is Twitchy Tides Series 2 Fish Pack. You can get one every couple of days for breeding 2 Nerds Unite NFTs. And under breeding, here's my active. I've already earned 3 or 4 free packs for doing this. So if you count those, or I don't even know what the retail on the packs is. How come I'm not seeing mine? Did I have to refill it in? Oh, that's weird. I thought it was already going. Well, that's all right. I'll do it again if I have to. I clicked on active. Yeah, nothing came up. Maybe I did something wrong. Active breeds. Active. It's not showing. But I had one going. Twitchy Tides has breeding way before Dungeon Man. Let's see. Let's go to the shop while we figure this out. If you need to get a breeding tank, that's this Tank of Love. There's been 43 sold. It's 250 Tide. Now, you can earn Tide by playing the game, right? You can stake your fish. You can earn Tide. Or if you want to fast pace this, which is what I did. If you want to fast forward, you can go out to one of the exchanges. I always say Alcor, but you can do whatever exchange you want. There's a bunch. And you can exchange wax for Tide. And then you can buy your breeding tank, and then you can come over to breeding. And I still don't know what's going on here. But again, it's a new game. Things are going to have trouble from time to time. And you can do a breed here where you select a tank, and then you select your asset. So in this case, it would have to be a Nerds Unite asset from your wallet. And for whatever reason, mine aren't showing right at the second. But refresh a couple of times, and it might work. I think, actually, wait, did this work before? No fish available. No, that's not right. We'll have to figure it out. Holy Pop Paragon, might be working on it. Yeah, that happens. So what's key about this and everything else in life, honestly, if you want to be an actual human being and not, just somebody trolling and causing problems, when you run into these problems, don't assume the worst. Assume, hey, things happen. Let me reach out to Pop Paragon, see what's going on. They're going to look into it. The only way they're going to be able to make this game better and fix any bugs is if they hear from you. They don't want to hear from you being an arse. So if you're like, hey, I tried this, I had some problems, here's screenshots, hopefully that helps. Then maybe that'll get it all fixed up. We ran into some problems the other day with NFT blocks. I enabled some credit card purchases, and things are not working. So I went on, even though I don't want to, I went on their Discord. I've updated them with information. Nadu6 was nice enough to help me out, and gave them the information they need to do a little research. I haven't looked back today to see if they fixed it yet or what the problem that I might be able to solve on my end with some instruction from them. But the key is how you approach it. There's way too many people who just get... I saw... What was it the other day I saw? So they posted about the new Batman stuff from Funko, and the first comment was, answer your damn emails. That's not how emails work, bud. Also, you probably emailed 5 minutes ago. You need to calm down. Stop being a starfish. Mine works better on mobile, so try different browsers for now, maybe. Yeah, for sure. Guilty? Conegian, don't do that. Be a better person. Be a better... You can do it. I know you can. I know you can. Bunny? What bunny? Anyway, there's a lot of fun stuff you can do with Twitchy Tides. One of the keys is you have your fish. You need to feed them every few days to keep them going. And then from that, you can earn. I haven't gone in today, but I've earned 11.9 Tide off 20 NFTs since yesterday. If I end up getting more tanks and adding more things and upgrading my fish, I can earn more and more and more, but I got to figure out where to allocate my Tide. I'm up to 97 Tide right now. If I wanted to, I could upgrade right now. I could upgrade my Chimichanga, but does that make the most sense? Honestly, I think I probably want to upgrade my breeding tank to allow for more than one breed at a time. I don't know it makes the most sense. I'm still learning. Slick Sheep just fixed the issue within minutes. Oh wait, was this in regards to the breeding? Just tried purchasing the bundle with credit card and still having an error. Oh, well, thank you for trying to get Nadu6. I did provide him the information. We're hoping Nifty Blocks can fix it. Tomorrow there will be an epic blend. That's awesome. So there are in addition to drops and ways you can earn on the website, there are also blends, which you can see on Nifty Blocks. We'll just look up Twitchy. Is it coming up now? Yeah, it wasn't coming up at first, but it is now. Cracknack Nort, do you have some proof of that? Because just yesterday, their team was telling me no errors on credit cards on our end. So I'm not quite sure. If you're making a statement like that, let's do that with some fact. Like you got something for US, but that's not what they told me. That's not what they told me. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where you're getting that information. If you have something in writing, we'd love to see it. There's the faded fish you can buy, and I guess you can blend that. We can look right here under blends. Whoa, Krethus! Let's be nice now. Let's be nice. I asked them directly. They said, if I'm in US, I can't use credit card to buy. I don't think that's right. Maybe you can't use a credit card to buy wax, but one of the things that comes from me being staked at a certain level as a creator is I have the ability to accept credit cards when enabled on certain items in my shop. And maybe the context of the question was a little different than what I'm hearing here. Oh, there's another breed. You can get that Fishy McLightning there if you blend a yellow guppy, green guppy, blue guppy, and pink guppy. Let's see. Do I have... I forgot to look and see what I did have. Get one. So I don't have any of these, but I would, if I got them, then I could do the blend to get a Fishy McLightning. Detroit Pop guy. Every time I have an issue with Funko, I'm polite and use please and thank you and almost always get the best possible outcome. Tyson, look, we are best friends already. It's so good to have a new best friend. Yeah, let's. This is not aimed at you individually, Crack. I want to be clear about this, and I say it on almost every stream. One of the things that happens online that really gets me upset about the state of the world is that people, and you don't do it intentionally sometimes, but it happens. People make statements that they don't even intend to be statements, or maybe they do. They just make a comment and it is accepted as fact by a whole other subset of people. They read something, then they go and tell everybody else, this is the way. This is what's happening in the world. This is it. When there's no fact to back it up. So here's what I ask is, so you probably were trying to use MoonPay with a credit card to buy wax. I'm guessing that's what the problem was. That may be shut down. But as far as me selling stuff and you being able to purchase the credit card, that statement you made was a much bigger statement about credit cards in general, but it was not applicable to this case, I don't think. I could still be wrong. We got to be very careful about our wording because other people read and take that as fact. And it happens every day on Twitch and Instagram and TikTok and all these other sites, and it perpetuates this madness wave that just happens over and over and over again. So anytime we make a statement, I think we should back it up with, I read on here this, and put it in quotes. Is it annoying to have to go back and get the information? Yes. Is it helpful to the rest of the world and doesn't perpetuate madness? Absolutely. Let's do that. Let's always do that. Was there a drop today from Drop? No. We're in one of those off weeks. We have one next Tuesday, and that's Batman, and that's what we're going to look at next. No Ooga for the last, I'd say 6 weeks to 2 months. I've gotten in the habit of giving away a free NFT on almost every single Tuesday. I think the only exception was like the week before my wedding or 2 weeks before my wedding. No, I don't think that's the case, Peking. I don't think that's the case. I think credit cards are no longer accepted on NFT blocks via MoonPay to buy wax. I believe, because as a creator, I still have that box checked, and just yesterday I was on their Discord and I said, hey, I'm having problems with credit card purchases on a drop that I put up. They didn't come back to me and go, we don't take credit cards anymore. That would have been the case if that were true. They came back to me and said, we're not seeing any credit card processing errors on our end. Can you give us some screenshots? Which I did. I know what I'm saying is probably annoying to some of you, and I'm sorry if it is, but the state of our world, when it comes to the passing of information, sucks right now. It's horrible, and I want it to be better. And I know I sound preachy, soapboxy, however you want to say it, but I think we can all be a lot better. And that starts at the very smallest of things. And if we all do that, it adds up. Funko collectors are precise in their information. I love it. Oh boy, that's heavy sarcasm. /S. When you have time, any shortcuts, collect comment. Yes, absolutely, Monster Pete. Let's get to that, because I don't want to be on the soapbox anymore. I want to jump off this thing. Again, I'm not trying to aim this at anybody in particular. I'm so sorry if you took it that way. That's not how... that would be good, fourth curator. That's not how I intended it. I just want to take those opportunities, because I never know who's listening, and for people to go, oh, you know what? He has a point, and I can be a little better and a little more thoughtful in my wording and how I share information going forward. I think it's important. Let's relook at Batman 85th from Funko. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The first thing I thought when I heard Batman, I'm like, another Batman. I like Batman. I'm probably going to be into it. But was that the best approach? Then I went and saw the post and started doing some deep dive. And we did a lot of it here on Friday, and it really started to kind of unfold. And now I'm excited about this drop because it is different, it's original, and it's fun. If you don't like it, totally cool. You can sit out. You can do your thing. Nobody else needs to know that. Nobody cares that you're going to sit out a drop. No offense. We don't. We're excited about it if we're excited about it. If you're not excited about it, go find the area with all the angry people and y'all go hang out. We've got the same kind of packs, 5 for standard, 17 for premium. The pack counts are 18 and 24,000, up slightly from the last drop, but I don't think a crazy high amount. I like that they made this change. But we have to say if we don't like it, right? I think some people feel that way. Where I was puzzled at first was the first thing I saw was Alfred as the Grail. And look, I'm a Batman fan. I don't think of Alfred a lot. A lot of people were like, worst Grail ever. I say a lot of people. One person I saw said, worst Grail ever. And I immediately wanted to snap back at them and go, worst comment ever. But I didn't. I kept that to myself. Alfred Pennyworth, glow in the dark. And that's what really threw me too. I'm like, wait a minute. Why glow in the dark? Because every one of these pops, as we went through, we started to figure it out. Every one of these pops comes not with a background, from what I can tell, but an actual enclosed chamber, or half enclosed, if you will, chamber, where would normally house one of the suits for one of the Bat family. Alfred's in there, getting his buttle on, as somebody said, buttling. That's the Grail, 999 pieces. It is a little odd, but they're going to look so cool all put together. There is another Alfred with the mansion. Somebody shared a picture in the very friendly and inviting Discord group that they have going on. But Alfred in that, let's call it a vault, because it's like a vault for the bat suits. Then we got Robin, and I looked at this at first and I was like, why is Robin clear? And then it started to make more sense. Instead of saying Robin, this is opinion, not fact, it should have said Robin's suit. Because what we're looking at is the suit on display with a placeholder Robin mannequin. Hey, Jeff's Wax, thank you for the follow. Our good friend Jeff right there. I think this is the Jeff that helps us all out with the wax. Makes sense with the name, right? Thank you, Jeff, for your continued help in the space. I vouch for Jeff if this is indeed the Jeff that we're talking about. I vouch for Jeff if anybody needs to buy or sell wax. Great guy to go through. So fourth gear, that's what I was trying to define. It might be an elevator, but first and foremost, I believe it's an enclosure that houses the bat suit. And in the Dark Knight, when it just spins. It may come up out of the ground too, I don't remember, but it is nonetheless a vault. So that's what we're sticking with. You got the Robin Vault, legendary 2,200 pieces. It is Jeff. All right, awesome. Jeff, thank you again. We really do appreciate your help with getting wax. It's gotten more and more difficult, it seems, to get wax, which is crazy considering wax and the blockchain seem to be pretty widely adapted. I don't understand why the banks and institutions and exchanges aren't working with us more, but hey, give you a chance to make a couple of bucks, right? So Batwoman, legendary, 2,200 pieces. Again, you got the clear mannequin with the suit on there. Batgirl, same thing. I love the gold highlights on this. I hope they have like a chrome or metallic finish. I think that'd be amazing. You got Batman. Also, these are Batman 85th, so they come from different Batman licenses or series or comics or games. This one animated. I love that. I love the look of this. And for some reason people don't care for this, I think it's awesome. Freddy Funko is Nightwing, the suit. It's got the crown on it. It is Freddy in the Nightwing suit. I think it looks awesome. And then if we go back to the overview, and then you could also go deep into their Discord if you wanted to see, but you see how this glam goes to glow and then out. They all have this glow. And my gut tells me that under a black light or the right lighting, these are going to look spectacular. I think they're going to look so cool. And I think that it's lost on a lot of people who did a glaze over look. They didn't quite get the concept behind this. I didn't at first. They didn't quite understand the glow. I didn't at first. Now it makes sense, and I think they look amazing. I'm going to let you guys in on a little something. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but I tried. When Funko gets in samples, when they make something, they get in samples early because they produce an early batch and they get them shipped over to HQ for somebody to look at and to verify. At least that's the way it used to work. Could have changed. On Friday, I was like, I wish I knew somebody at Funko I could reach out to, blah, 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 blah. Then over the weekend, I realized I do know somebody. So I emailed somebody, I'm not going to out them, and I said, look, I think you guys get in samples. I honestly think this drop is amazing, but I think the look of these pops is not getting across because people aren't seeing the finished product. If you get the early samples in, could we work together? I only need them for a day or two. I'll give them back. Give me the physical pops and let me do a little content around them. An unboxing, shorts, some zoom in stuff. I think you'll see a spike in sales of this one, even if it comes after the packs are out, but before redemption. It's going to boost the secondary market sales if we can get to see these final pops. So I'm hoping that they're receptive to the idea and they can work with me. They're not creating that kind of content that they used to once upon a time. So maybe they'll go, sure, you can come. We'll send them to you. Or guess what? We don't want to let them out of the building. You want to come over? You could record a little something here. I'd be like, let's go. I'm in. I will drive up there to HQ, get them in hand. I'll go over to, like in this case, how cool would it be go to the Bat Cave at Funko HQ and record some content. I'm basically doing their marketing for free at that point, but it could be good for me and my channel numbers. So it goes hand in hand and helps people out. If they wanted to go a step further, let me give away a set in advance. That would be awesome. I don't live so close anymore, Nadu. It would take me an hour and a half to get to HQ. I'd be willing to do that once every 2 weeks if I could get hands-on. It'd be better if we could get them in a batch and I could do several at a time. But if they're willing to do it, I'm willing to go to just about whatever ends to make that content. I think it would be beneficial, especially for one like this. But we'll see. It's a different company than when I worked there, and my name doesn't mean anything there anymore, so who knows. Got me a Hoot in t-shirt from the Blend. Thank you, Sully. I love it. Oh, thank you, Geller Will, for participating. I appreciate that. Swarty said, yeah, not even a DC fan, and I'm stoked about this Freddy. Right? It's so cool. Shepard said the Freddy is the first NFT pop I've ever called stupid. No hate, though. Just because the whole point of having the translucent pops is because they're not supposed to resemble characters. Why make Freddy translucent? I don't know if I wouldn't use the word stupid, but I would question it. That's fair. It's not that the pop or the character not supposed to resemble anything. It is supposed to resemble who wears the suit. But it is interesting that the Nightwing suit is in no way that I can tell altered to be what it would be if Freddy was wearing it. Right? Now, if it had a crown where the bat symbol normally could be on there, I don't even know if Nightwing ever has a bat symbol. Whatever the symbol might be, if that were a crown, if the crown were colored in the same colors and somehow attached to the mask or something, maybe. It is a bit of a stretch, I'll give you that, but I wouldn't call it stupid. I'll just say, can the artist explain to me what the idea was here? And then I might buy into it. I'm glad that we have a Freddy as something. I'm still going to collect it because I love royalty sets in general. I admit it could be different, right? Like, I mean, why not just have a regular Freddy in the suit? Like I said, no hate, just in my opinion. I didn't take it that way, but the word stupid does have a notation of anger. So I steer clear of it. Denver Bearman says, I think they did it just to keep the same theme trend with the other pop. So, okay, that's an important thing to call out, too, here. They did lean heavy on the idea of a themed drop. And that's why Alfred seemed off to me at first. Why is he in the chamber? Because imagine these all out of box lined up. Kind of like those sets that they did for Star Wars and Marvel where they all connect together, but without connecting together. Now, what I want to see, and I think it would be fire, is if some 3D printer genius out there can make a base, a shelf that can go on your wall that once they have the measurements, that they can have it all lined up where each of these will click into the base in the appropriate hole, if you will, and a little lighting bar along the lip at the front. We could put like a little track lighting or that string lighting or whatever with black lights to make that color pop. If somebody makes that and I have this set, I would love to put it on that shelf. I would make space for that. I like Freddy as Nightwing, but think the crown is too small. Oh, interesting. Also, the prop in Alfred's hand is the duster doing his work while chamber empty. Oh, well, I mean, doesn't the chamber walls have to be dusted? Don't the chamber walls have to be dusted? I don't know. I agree. Fourth curator, it made me think of Iron Man, and it made me think of the Star Wars deluxe sets, just in the way that these are not your traditional pop. They're going to be in a traditional pop box, from what I can tell. No guarantee. Elf did have to make a last-minute pivot for whatever reason. But these are more of what I would call a deluxe pop, while still being a pop, which I think is great. Other than that, I love these pops. The glow makes it so much better. You know what would also be cool? The chamber came off. So you could still have the pop without the chamber if you didn't want it. All the tech Batman invents for himself, and he can't invent an automatic duster for Alfred. Maybe Alfred just really, that's his like go-to thing. He really loves doing it. He's like, don't waste the time and the effort. I'll take care of it. Is the cave a background or part of the pop? I don't believe there's any cave, but to the point of what's part of the pop, I believe this, what I'm calling a vault or a chamber, is part of the pop design. I was talking about that a second ago. This whole thing around the outside seems to be part of the pop design, which is another reason why capsule is a good word. Another reason why I think it would be imperative for Funko to either make some content that we can see the physical pops and that's going to bolster sales, or they let me have them. You know what? To that matter, if they said, yes, Sully, we'll let you have them for a couple days, I'd be like, when I'm done, shall I ship them to Wasatch Pop? Shall I ship them to Top Pops? Who should I ship it to that's helping with the advertising? And let's just keep a little chain going. I don't want to ship it to Canada, so I'll ship it to Wasatch Pops. I'd happily do that. Why didn't they just make the chamber the box? Well, part of the brilliance of the Funko Pops and the success, honestly, if I could weigh in one thing, aside from the design of the chibi big eyes and big head, the thing that led to the success of the Funko Pop is the box. Never before that I can think of has there been a product like this, standard size box that you can easily open, take out, put back together, and you haven't destroyed the packaging. So for one of the only times, maybe there's some other exceptions out there, but one of the only times that a toy could be in package, out of package, in package, out of package without destruction. Now, some people can't seem to do it they can't follow the tricks, but if you can do the tricks and you can open it, I think the box helps make it. And so consistency matters. Consistency is very important. Top Pops just cried inside because you wouldn't give him the samples. Actually, if he's gonna cry, he wouldn't. I'm joking here. If we're gonna play this out, though, Top Pops is a top-notch, great person. If you were gonna cry, he should cry at the Canadian and American relationship when it comes to shipping, because it is ridiculous. We are connected by land. There are no seas. There's no boats involved. It literally gets on a truck and goes across the border, and now there's an added fee of like $25 at a minimum to get a little box across. That's their fault. So Tristan, cry about that, not about me. I would happily ship it to you if it weren't going to cost me $80. Could you meet Top Pops at the border? Well, he's on the other side. He's on the east side. I'm on the west. If he was in Vancouver, I'd do that. I think it'd be fun. We could create content together. Yeah, without either one of us stepping over. I love that. Jasp says, the thing is, $20 is like shipping we pay in Canada for other Canadian locations. Oh, wait, really? So the shipping for you guys inside of Canada is still crazy expensive. So what I'm piecing together here is blame it on Canada. That's what I'm hearing, is blame it on Canada. Okay, fine, we'll do that. Custom/inspection and duties, everyone has to have their hand in the pot. Yes, they do. It's not just a US Canadian thing. I kid, I joke. I do think, and Funko, if you're watching or drop, we want to help you. That's what I put in my email. My last line said, just an idea from a fan who wants to see the NFTs be very successful. That's the truth. I'm not coming at this like, don't you know who I am? Or remember I used to work for you. I'm not saying any of that stuff. I'm just saying I'm a fan, content creator, influencer, if you will, who wants to see this be successful. And I know for a fact that if we could get these physical ones in hand, it could help your everything. It could help your marketing. And guess what it would cost you? Shipping. That's it. And a little bit of labor. Somebody has to go down to the sample area, get the pops, put them in a box, put a label, and ship it to me. It's going to take 10 minutes. I know, because I used to do it. And then, like I said, I can ship it to the next person, and they can ship it to the next person. And if I don't get my content done and I'm shipped out in 2 days, you can leave me out of the loop the next time. I'm gonna take care of what I'm supposed to take care of. So Canada is just expensive. Says Punked, ask my brother. He's gone now, I think, from YouTube. But when he was here, he would have told you, yes, Canada's expensive. You get the free health care, but have to pay a lot for everything else. Yeah, I'd still rather have that. South Park had it right. Thank you for catching that, Tyson. Again, Tyson, that's the today's theme. Tyson is my new best friend. Okay, so long story short, I'm excited about this drop. That's going to be on Tuesday next week, a week from today, starting at 11 a.m. I'll be live at 10:30 a.m. If you have not participated before and you'd like to, I would love to help you. We can go through that today. We can go through that Friday. I'll even be live, like I said, 10:30 a.m. next Tuesday, and I can answer questions during. But my recommendation to you is if this is going to be your first drop and you want to have the best success rate possible, get everything in order beforehand, i.e., get yourself a .dp wallet, a drop wallet. Get that set up. Go ahead and pay the money to get a customized one where you can get your name, because otherwise it's annoying to remember. Get your Wax wallet ready. This does not say it is a drop exclusive. We don't need to ask. There's no logo that says drop exclusive, so we can assume it's not a drop exclusive. This is a case where assumption is okay. And get ready. Get everything you need ready. Ask your questions. Be prepared. Get your Wax if you need it. Get your USDC if you need it. There's a lot of little steps in there. Nothing is so painfully complicated you can't figure it out without the help of this stream and the internet. We're here to help you. Jasp says, if you think about it, there are less people in Canada than there are in California. Is that true? I didn't know that. And the country is obviously way bigger than California. The point being, shipping things isn't as economic as it is more densely populated country. Another reason I love Jasp. This good data. You're absolutely right. In the case of me shipping to Tristan, then we're back to it being a combination US and Canada issue, because think about the geography. We're going way out here for no reason. I can ship it using our better shipping value, if you will, from my area to the New York area. The New York can put it up in his PO box that he comes and checks across the border. Doesn't even have to go to Canada, and we can get this. But if they want to throw it over the border, if they just tell Tristan a time and a date to be there, I think he'd be there with a net, and they could just chuck it over and he could catch it. Save everybody a lot of money. We're willing to work with you, US and Canada. These would have been great in the deluxe boxes, but I know people would complain about. Yes, they would. And honestly, I don't want them in deluxe boxes. Why they would have been great? I like the consistency of the box. I talk about it a lot. I love the consistency of the box. And guess what I don't want to do? I don't want to come back here and have to rejigger and reorganize everything to fit the pops in. I want them to fit in with what I got going. Now, I don't mind a deluxe box. I've got my elf up there somewhere. I've got the sideways up at the top. You can't see them, and I can't adjust the camera up right now. But I'll figure it out, but I'd rather they just be in a standard box. What's up, Fractured? How are you now? Same wavelength again. Sheesh. I'm telling you, Tyson, when are we hanging? When are we going to go grab a drink? Off topic, but if anyone was looking to try the G Fuel Plus protein, they have a starter set. I do want to try that. Fractured, I was checking out what the heck this was. What are you hecking about? You hecking about the pops? We're talking about the Funko NFT pops. Are you familiar at all, Fractured? That's true. In America, we have giant daisy chains of shipping where one person hands things to the person standing next to them. It requires a lot more walking with all the space between people in Canada. Okay. Oh, Fractured, welcome then. So, by the way, Fractured, I don't know if this is your first time here on the stream. My name is Sully. I'm a variety streamer, Twitch partner, Gold Wax ambassador. I also stream on YouTube. Funko, you know the Funko Pops, right, Fractured? If you don't, we got to go way back. But if you're familiar with the Funko Pop, Funko sells NFTs. And you can buy the packs of the NFTs and you can open them. And by virtue of pulling certain NFTs out, you can get a physical pop delivered to you in the mail if you live in the US for free. You don't get the NFTs for free, but the shipping's free. The NFTs come in packs of 5 for $9.99 or 17 for $29.99. By the way, I don't make any money at all by telling you about this. There's no affiliate program. There's no influencer marketing. None of that stuff. I just really, really like them, and I'm trying to help all of our friends here who are interested get in on them. I have been collecting since they started this almost 3 years ago, and that's why I go to this view every so often. I call this my resume, my credentials. So each of those was at some point an NFT that then I got the physical pop or soda delivered to me. What you're looking at, those go back 3 and 4 deep, and they go all the way to the ceiling and all the way to the floor. You're just seeing a small portion. Plus, I have another 100 that will be getting delivered over the course of the next 6 months, 6 to 8 months. Not to brag, I just want people come in and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to collect the stupid NFT things. That's not for me," or it's a scam, or it's gambling, or whatever the argument might be. The truth of the matter is, you collect the NFTs. You learn here because we're helping everybody learn about it. I'm training people. I'm giving away free NFTs. By the way, you can get a free NFT today if you haven't already filled out the form. Let's make sure that we get that for our friends on YouTube here. I'll drop this information for you. Simply fill out this form, and I will give you a free NFT, which will be airdropped to your wallet tomorrow. Let me just finish up. Let me fix one little thing here. There you go. There's the link. You click on that, fill it in with your Wax wallet address. You got to have a Wax wallet address. If you don't have one already, you can get it for free or next to free, like 30 cents to create a wallet. The information is in. When you click on that form, there's a thing in there that says if you don't have a Wax wallet, here's where you can get one. You click on it, you read the instructions, you follow through, you get the wallet, you give me the wallet, I give you a free NFT. And that's what the NFT looks like today, based on the Bad Boys posters for the movie that's coming out this week. I've got a Nerds Unite, my motto, designed into an NFT. You get it for free, you can do whatever you want with it. You can sell it, trade it, flip it, burn it, I don't care. It's up to you. Funko Addict Texas, hey Sully, by any chance I know we can use Coinbase to move USDC to our drop wallet? That is correct. Theoretically, I should then also be able to use it to purchase Wax and send to my Wax wallet from the same Coinbase account, right? You would think, right? But Coinbase, I don't believe, sells Wax or does not exchange for Wax. I could be wrong. If anybody can look at that or has done it, let me know. The thing that I find very puzzling. All right, Tyson, my new best friend, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for being here and for communicating, for sharing, for chatting. Love to have you back sometime. So thank you. Have a great rest of your day. For some reason, even though the Wax blockchain has seemed to become pretty readily accessible, widely adopted, Funko's on board. In the past, you've had Hot Wheels, you've had Topps, you've had a number of brands use the Wax blockchain, Garbage Pail Kids. For some reason, the different exchanges like Coinbase and some of those have not offered Wax. And I don't know why. The only thing I could figure, and I joked about this once before, was somebody at Wax pissed off somebody at one of the exchanges. And they're not going to do it. I don't understand why. I have struggled with this, and I've been every couple weeks, I try again. Can I take my Wax and get it over to be USDC without taking a big hit? And there is no direct connection right now. It is fragmented. I'd have to take USDC, Wax, convert to US dollar to convert to USDC, and I have to pay fees every step of the way. It would be great if there was an exchange where I could do that, but I don't think that bridge, if you will, is a direct bridge. No matter what, it's going to require some fees. Coinbase, I don't believe, sells Wax, says Denver Beer Man. I think it's a wrapped version. Now, I don't have any idea what that means. I've seen that wording, but I can't explain it. So I can't help you there, but I that sounds right. From the window to the wall. Denver Beer Man says you should brag. Some of the most limited non-event pops ever. Denver Beer Man, another one of my best friends. We get it right here. We get it. The rest of the world is still sleeping on it. And I'm hoping one day that all these videos, people will go back and go, dang, Sully was right, man. He told us and he told us and he told us and he got on those soapboxes and he wouldn't shut up, and we should have listened. So Monster Pete, you asked a great question about the shortcut. Let's look at the shortcut. Any thoughts on the HP pops? Do you think the price will continue to go up, or will the price, once people have it? I think all NFT pops have a chance to go up in value. Boom, blanket statement, across the board. I think all are undervalued at this time. Even a Harry Potter Grail, $500 or whatever it is, undervalued. Coinbase doesn't exchange wax the way I do it. I buy Stellar on Coinbase and then use Change Now to exchange for wax. Fees under... What, Crypto Gamer? What the... Really? I'm taking a picture of this. I gotta try this. This would be a great video to have. I'm doing a ghetto screenshot there. That is amazing. I'm gonna try that, Crypto Gamer. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, this whole Web3 wallet thing is confusing the hell out of me. I mean, that's totally fair. But here's something I lean into a lot. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it, and we wouldn't have the opportunity that's in front of us right now. Hear me out. If it gets easier in the future, and it's as easy as you put in your credit card, you buy your packs, you collect, and then maybe you can jump over and go, I need these 6, put them in my cart, check out with credit card, good, and I pay like, a quarter fees. Everybody's going to be doing it. It'll be so simple. If I can take my NFTs, sell the ones I don't want, and then immediately cash out without paying but a small fee, everybody be on it. It'd be more accessible. It'd be harder to get at them, and it'd be harder to make any ground and any profit off of it. I think it will get there. I think it's going to take a few other big licenses to get on wax. Funko is the tent pole right now, and companies like Topps they were there, and they were doing some great things, and they're still in the top collections after several years of not making any new content. Garbage Pail Kids, Hot Wheels, they moved off the platform. AMC Theaters, they moved off the platform. If they had stayed and we continued to get more brands, it'd have to get easier. No, it's wax, but you have to buy with USDC, and it has to be $50. I'm okay to do $50 at a time. I know it's not for everybody, but Geller Will says, but he's got a good system. I think sometimes things are cheaper on the wax side. Yep. Well, that 2,000 piece Harry Potter pop from LACC is crazy expensive. I'm not familiar with that one, Tarjaran Pone. What's that go for these days? Even the Sid and Marty Krofft NFTs? Yes, even the Sid and Marty Krofft NFTs. You know what could happen tomorrow, Fourth Curator? Somebody, Disney, could buy Sid and Marty Krofft if they don't already own that licensing, and they could make a new film. They could make a new show. They could make new products for people to buy at the parks, and they can incorporate it into the parks. Boom, overnight, price through the roof. Because all of a sudden people will care. The world changes daily. Some of the NFTs I'm sitting on that didn't mean anything, or the pops that I'm sitting on that didn't mean crap to anybody 6 months ago, are now super valuable now. The reason I sold this is because of the new Deadpool movie coming out. I was asking a pretty high price on it. Somebody was like, I'm in all in on Deadpool right now. I'm willing to spend a large chunk of cash, and boom, a sale happened. I believe the Harry Potter Grail will surpass the Aang Grail in value very, very quick. I feel like that's pretty likely. Lexi says, they are sleeping. My boyfriend thinks I waste my time playing Web3. I am earn money and reinvest. He plays normal phone games while I chuckle. I agree with you, Lexi. I agree. Facts. I love learning, so I won't give up easily. That's why we win, sir. That's why we win. It may take some time, but we do. He puts his money in, I take money out, or at least don't put money in. That's a win-win. Atlas, trick him into playing WOM-play games for you. What about Fantastic Plastic? All of them. Everyone across the board has a chance to go up, if that's what you were asking. Same with the Wolverine that jumped. Exactly. Okay, let's get to the trick. I get sidetracked. It's y'all's fault. It's all your fault. That's why this happens. Let's get over here. Let's look at a set, and let's complete that set using the tricks. I don't know anything about Funko Pops or collect them. I was just bored and came on this. That's how it starts. Well, welcome, Fractured. I also play Fortnite. We're going to play a little bit here today, hopefully. I also give away NFT prizes and physical prizes sometimes. On Fridays, we play something called the box game where you can win prizes. You know what? If here's the question, Fractured, while I get this set up. Are you a collector or not? Because I've noticed in this world, in my few years here, that you either are a collector or you're not. Some people, like myself, got into sports cards, got into pops, got into comic books, got into posters, got into magazines, got into all kinds of stuff. And then there are people like my wife who is like, I don't want all the clutter. I don't want all the stuff in my life. If you fall into the same category with my wife where you don't collect and you don't have the clutter, most of what I say is going to be like, you're going to be like, this guy, what a nut job. He's that age and he collects toys. I get that a lot. I don't care. But if you collect, I think you'll soon see, I collect in video games, but otherwise, no, not at all. Okay, well, that's something. That opens up the door. Video game collectibles is not something I'm into right now, but I am definitely intrigued by it. I love this whole new evolution of, or not evolution, revolution of collecting video games and grading them and having, I love to see the videos where guys have shelves of like old Nintendo cartridges and stuff. I think it's so cool. I don't collect it personally, but I certainly get it. And I can see myself getting into it. So I'm at work, so I can't look too much, but it's selling for over 500. Okay, see, there, that Harry Potter can go up. Oh, nice, Atlas. I'm glad you got the stickers. That's great. Quadrilzard, what's up? You should check out Off the Grid and apply for Pioneer Program as you enjoy Fortnite. They run closed DNA or NDA playtest. But man, it's a new age of Web3 games for real. It's Battle Royale. It's why I'm messing with your chat with it. I would like to check that out. Off the Grid. Okay, that sounds cool. You know what? These companies that say they're going to stop making video games, I saw that Target's going to stop carrying them within the next year or so. Companies, Best Buy is not carrying DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff much. It makes sense. I get it. But there's always going to be a group of people that either don't want to collect digitally, they like the physical format, or there's the collectibles aspect to it, in that I want a limited edition autographed version of my favorite television show or video game or whatever. Like, let's say Halo never made a physical product, and you went to a convention, and your favorite artists, your voiceover artists were all there. That make a video game. I.e., example, I interviewed a bunch of the voiceover artists that made Halo. The guy who does the God voice for the multiplayer, the guy who does Master Chief, Cortana, etc. I got to interview him at Washington State SummerCon. The video's on my YouTube channel a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. If you went to that con and you wanted to have them sign something, well, now you have no physical product. How many people are getting video games signed? You might get a helmet, you might get an action figure, but eventually somebody would go, you know, it'd be cool. What if we went back and made like they used to make the Nintendo cartridges, but Halo, and it was playable? Or, of course, a CD or a DVD or whatever. What if we made that and sold it as a collectible so people could have that, but they could also go get it autographed? Money. It would sell. There's always going to be some physical collectibles of some sort. And that's why we're seeing records come back. Exactly, J-Dog Daddy. You get it. You get it. Okay, we're going to get to this trick one way or another. Monster Pete has been very patient with me, but it's probably been like, Sully, you kept saying you're going to do this. Get to it. Let's look at this. If we look at Pop and Stock's website, we get an idea of all of the NFT projects that are currently active from Funko. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 collections currently, because they do one every couple weeks, that are in the collectibles stage. We can go back to my timeline if we need, but I think you guys get the gist. The one on the left is the newest, all the way to the one to the right. Fantastic Plastic Series 2 goes to Snapshot tomorrow. Denver Beerman, subscribe! Tier 1, thank you, Denver Beerman. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Austin Creed, met him, wonderful dude. Did have Pat Sajak sign his old NES Wheel of Fortune card. See? How cool is that? I love it. If you're going to collect in video games, you could play Bug Snacks or just really any game on Steam. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If I had time, I would. I don't have time for gaming like I once did. But here on this site, we see the oldest collectible current, I got to word this correctly. The oldest set that's currently in the collecting stage that has not gone to Snapshot is Fantastic Plastic. That happens, I believe, tomorrow, and you got to have all that together. So let's take a look at it from that perspective, and then we'll go to Space Jam after that, or whichever one I haven't completed. But you need to have everything together for Fantastic Plastic for tomorrow. If we go over to the drop website, we'll come back to Pop and Stock in just a second. Go to Fantastic Plastic Series 2. By tomorrow, at 11 a.m., I believe it's tomorrow, you want to make sure that you have your grails and legendaries, if you have any, ready to go. That means all just have to be in your wallet, and your royalty sets ready. That is the key. Is if you think you have royalty sets, make sure you're all set and ready to go. I have 2 completed royalty sets for Fantastic Plastic, and I am working on a third if I wanted to work on it. I need to see this 2 here to know I'm set, and see if there's a possibility that I might complete a third royalty set. You can complete as many as you want. As far as epics go, I have a few of these up for sale on the market, and I'll need to see, did anything sell? Oh, some sold. Yeah, I sold 1 or 2 of these overnight, and I need to get the others up for sale because I don't need any extra epics. I have an extra Frank Von Wiener, an extra Oodles, actually 2. No, 1 extra Oodles, 1 extra Pulpo, and 1 extra Rocco Billy. I got to get those up for sale because a couple of them are going for like $8, right? I don't need the extras unless I am planning on finishing another royalty set. The question I have to ask is it worth the money for me to buy the epics I need to get another royalty set? I can eyeball it here, and it looks like it's easily going to be over $30-40, so the answer is probably no, but I don't need to eyeball it. If I come back over, click on Fantastic Plastic Series 2 on Poppin' Stock's website, he's got this great utility that can help us get there. Keep in mind, 40% of the entire supply was burned. So right now, of the potential 2,000 royalty sets that could have been completed, really only 40% was burned. That means 800, only 1,200 in total could be completed. And right now, only 855 are completed. So we're looking at, there's going to be less than 1,000 Freddy Funko as Amazing Carlos NFT pops in the world. Less than 1,000. Let for your collector brains process that. Less than 1,000 of anything is going to have some value if it's a high enough interest license. The question with this one is, do many people care about Freddy Funko as Amazing Carlos? Let me bring it up so we can look at it. I think the answer is a very narrow group of people are into that kind of thing. I don't think there's a huge potential value increase in time, not like there is with Harry Potter or Batman or anything else. Maybe you disagree. It's up for you to make the decision. I'm coming down now so we can look at the pop. Tanner Prime, 29 months. Thank you. Thank you, Tanner. How are you, bud? Fantastic Plastic Royalty. Let's come on down. That's this one right here. If you want to get this pop, I swear there is a pop. There it goes. You need to collect one of every common, uncommon, rare, and epic. Thank you, Stellic77, for the follow. How are you now? One of every common, uncommon, rare, and epic. Over on the drop site, they've got it organized here so you can easily visually tell where you're at. And also, they've got this tracking tool here that says, I'm at 15.49% of completing my third royalty set. I have these commons, but I'm missing all these grayed out ones. Right? I'm missing a bunch of commons, uncommons, rares, but most importantly, I'm missing 8 of the epics, and those are the linchpins. Those are the ones that make the difference. I think it's great, Tanner. I don't think it's as highly as you do, but I like it. How much do I have to spend if I want to complete another royalty set? So I need to make up my mind if this is worth it or not. Poppin' Stock has a tool for that. Come over, click on the little clipboard there for Fantastic Plastic Series 2. Put in your wallet address or addresses, depending on where you have your NFTs stored. Hit submit, and it's going to look and go, oh, you have this many NFTs and you lack this many. So I've already completed 2 sets. I have 13 of the 71 needed for my third set. I'm missing 58 cards, and right now if I had to complete all the remaining 58 cards, I'd have to spend $56.86. Hey, Fractured, have a good one. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. Oh, gotcha. So I would have to spend $56.86. Now, the question I always pose myself, and I pose to you guys now, do you think that Freddy Funko, as the Amazing Carlos, is worth spending $56 on? Do you think I can get in, when it's delivered in the mail, down the road a year, 2, 5, whatever, is it going to be worth more than the $57 that I'd have to spend right now to complete it? Is it worth it or not? I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I think it'll be worth at least $75 to $100. But again, narrow focus. I don't know how many people would be willing to spend the money. What y'all's gut tell you? Is it worth it? I do not yet, Manny. That's something I want to do. Yeah. But I haven't. I got too many things I want to do. I don't know. Depends on how many were completed. So right now we're looking at under 900. It's 1,200 total possible given the burn. 855 currently done. I'm guessing under 900 will be completed. Nice, Mikey Tanks. Nostalgia Corp says, I love that royalty. So do you love it enough to spend $57? You know, that would be the question. Down here, I see all the ones I'm missing. And specifically when it comes to the epics, there's 2 that are causing me the problem. 28, almost $29 of that 57 or whatever it was, isn't wrapped up in these 2 epics. I don't know that I want to spend that money. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking, Tanner. So instead, I want to sell the extras I have instead of going after completing another set. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll look at another set that I might want to complete. Let me look at these listings that I currently have. I need to adjust a couple of these. Rocco Billy came down a little bit. 830, I'm going to bring it down to 828. Just to get out in front of somebody else a little bit and see if I might be able to get some USDC in that I can use on other projects. And this one I need to get to 828 as well. And then I do have a couple of other epics that I could just keep them. But honestly, keeping them serves me no purpose. If I wanted to keep them, I'll just buy them again after they drop in value. So if I come in here, I want to look and see of the Fantastic Plastic Series 2 epics, which I will organize by alphabetical. I have an extra Frank Von Wiener. It may not get me much money, but I'm going to list it anyway because, you know, maybe somebody buys it and I could use that to buy another epic or part of an epic for a future drop. Now, what I got to be very careful of is not to sell too many. I don't want to diminish from my 2 royalty sets. Oodles I already have on sale. That's what that little tag means. And I have an extra pulpo. I need to get that one up for sale. There's a couple bucks in that one too. Y'all think Scooby would be better? I got to agree with you. I think it would be better to grab some Scooby. Yep, I agree. Okay, so now I have everything that I need to on sale, but should still be left with my 2 sets. So we'll move our focus over to, let's go to Space Jam. Where am I at on Space Jam? This one was not a popular one, did not perform well, but these kind of sleepers, you can see a lot of return down the road with these sleepers if the right things happen. Like, what if they do another Space Jam movie and Michael Jordan comes back? Because the one with LeBron did not do well. That could happen. They could make a series. Who knows? Michael Jordan doesn't need the money, but it could happen. Where is Space Jam? Space Jam, where are you? There it is. I kept looking for Freddy, and that wasn't Freddy. I currently have 0 grails, 3 legendaries, 1 royalty set with this one. I am 28.77% through my second royalty set, and I would like to complete a second royalty set. These are cheap. So cheap that I might as well complete it. Now, the real question is, you have 2 possibilities here. You can buy them on the drop market, or you can buy them over on Atomic Hub. And that's the way I want to do it, because in the long run, that's a lot easier, right? So I'm going to show you guys the shortcut. Pay close attention, get your notes out, be ready to write down your notes, because this shortcut we figured out here as a group, thanks to piecing together information from different areas, and it works. It's very helpful. Go to Atomic Hub. Log in. Make sure you're logged in up at the top. This is the part that people can't seem to find a lot of times. Go to your inventory and go to sets. See the sets right here? Go to sets. Now, this is looking at my wallet, my YRGB4 wallet right now, and I can look up Space Jam. There we go. And you're going to see that I don't have anything here. A little misleading. But remember, I'm logged in as YRGB4, not as my drop wallet. What I need to do is look at my drop wallet through this checklist lens, if you will. I can do that very easily. I go up to the URL up at the top, and I just look for my Wax wallet address, and it's listed in that URL, and I just change that to my Sully.dp. I'm just changing the URL. That's it. Just like a little hack, a little getting in the matrix. And now what I'm looking at is the checklist of that wallet. You'll notice some of these are filled in, so it knows which ones I have, which ones I don't have. the reason we do this is Atomic Hub added this amazing button that says add missing NFTs to cart and allows you to check out with multiple NFTs at once. Brilliant, right? You're looking at commons right now. See, that's highlighted. I can also look at uncommons. I can look at rares. I can look at epics. Each one is separate, but I can still add them all to cart and buy what I need. So what I need to do is just add the missing ones in that I need to complete a second set. And when I hit that, it goes and looks and goes, oh, you need this many, these certain ones. Let's find the cheapest one. Let's put them in your cart. And it just added 19 items to my cart. If you look up here, 19. If we come over back, we'll notice of the common, I had 8 out of the 27. I was missing 19. The math adds up right. I also need to complete the uncommon, so I'll go to uncommon. I'll say add missing NFTs to cart. In this case, I should be missing 15 added to the 19. We should be looking at 34 items in my cart. I jumped around a little too much, but I'll come back. Yep, 34 items in my cart. Quick and easy, it's adding the ones I need. Let's go to rare. Add to cart. I didn't get my own and paper. You didn't get your pen and paper? Well, luckily this was recorded. Didn't go back and watch the VOD. Okay, I just added the missing rares. Now the epics. Now, I'm going to add these to cart. Doesn't mean you need to go check out. Always have to concern yourself with what is the cost of the epics, because they're the most expensive ones, on drop versus wax, right? It could mean that it's too expensive on wax and I don't want to buy it. I'm going to go ahead and add it to cart, but there's no commitment to buy it yet. Then I can just go review my cart. 52 total items. And I can scroll through here just to make sure that nothing is crazy priced, right? Let's get all the way down to the bottom there. $8 for a Swackhammer Epic. Come over here. That same Swackhammer Epic, $9. That's the linchpin in this whole thing. And I'm still getting it cheaper over on wax than I am there. So that's okay. M2, the Purple Monster, $3.50. Here, M2, the Purple Monster, $3.46. So it's actually better on wax. And $3.66 for bugs. The rest of these, I can scroll up real quickly. I can look at the pricing and I can decide, oh, it's 26 cents. So I think that's too much. Maybe I'll do a little research. I'm not worried about 26 cents. 45 cents. $1.86 for this Daffy Duck. That seems a bit pricey. I'm going to remove that. I'm going to take that out of my cart. I don't want to buy it at that price. I don't even know which rarity it was. I know it was an epic, though, and that's enough to concern me, right? Keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Just a quick bird's eye view. I don't need to spend a lot of time on this unless I'm really pinching every penny. But my time's a little more valuable than that. There you go, Nadu. Okay, scrolling, scrolling. We look good. Total purchase, $19.13. I'm going to check out. Assuming all those are still available, it's going to add them to my cart and use my wax to make the purchase. I have the available wax, 294 wax. It adds them all to my cart. It'll tell me if one wasn't available and it needed to replace it with another one. If that happens, be careful, because the other one that it replaces it with could be more expensive. That's set by the person selling it, so you got to be careful. Now, all those that I added to my cart and purchased are not in my .dp wallet. I just used this trick to see the ones I needed and put them into my cart and check out and get them here in my wallet. Now that I have them here, I just need to transfer them to drop, and we're almost done with this process. I was explaining it to you guys, and it still only took us like 3 minutes to do this whole thing. On this screen, if you want to transfer a batch, click the first one, go to find your last one in that batch, and hold the shift button when you click on that last one, and it will select them all. Thank you, Boba James, for that. I did not know that was possible. That saved me a ton of time. To verify, 51 items have been selected. I'm going to say transfer all of those. I'm going to put in my wax, or my drop address. I recommend you copy and paste it. But if you don't, be very, very careful. Scroll through. I like to make sure that nothing else kind of surprisingly interjected itself into my wallet. You never know when an airdrop's happening. You don't want to send an NFT that's not Funko over, because if you do that, the getting it back is very problematic. So just spend the whole 15 seconds of your life to review those. You can review them again here. I really think it'd be nice if Drop created some sort of thing that if it's not a Funko template, just bounced it back to your wallet. but I don't know if they're going to ever do anything like that. Confirm the transfer. Now, keep in mind, I bought everything except one NFT. Remember that one that I thought was too expensive, that Daffy Duck? Never make assumptions. Oh, thank you, Black Fang. Never make assumptions. If I assume I've completed it all, walk away, it's gonna suck the day that the that set is finished and goes to snapshot and I'm missing one rare and I don't get my royalty set. Wouldn't that suck? Ugh. Horrible. Okay, so come back over here. Completing royalty set number 2. Right now, you'll notice those are still grayed. If I refresh, it's still going to show grayed because it takes a little while for these things to come over. Once they do, we'll be able to see this go to royalty set 3 because it'll know I've completed 2 and I'm now working on my 3rd. I don't need to worry about that right now. Give it a few minutes, then come back. I think it's easy for sure. But it did take some time to figure that process out. And the part about changing the URL is what seems to trip people out the most. Any questions? You need me to show anything again? I'd be happy to do so. Was that new for anybody? Was that helpful for you? I probably should create a YouTube video on it, but to be totally honest with you, I'd rather keep it for our tight-knit group here that's here during my live streams, because you took the time to come and watch the stream. I don't think we need to make it that easy on everybody else. I'll share, but I don't have to share widely, right? Is that wrong of me? Maybe that's wrong of me, I don't know. Am I a horrible person? I don't want to gatekeep the information, I just don't necessarily need to cast a wide net. All right, we're still waiting on it all to transfer over and show. No questions? You guys all understood that fully, and you could explain it to somebody else right now. Denver Beerman says, genius hack. I learned something new today, and you just made my life easier. Thank you. That sub just paid for itself. Saved me so much. Right? And you could thank the whole Nerds Unite community because it was a matter of we had done some stuff where we had kind of hacked that URL before, and then we were going, how can I complete this easier with that new button? And somebody in the chat, it might have been Walking Miracle, went, hold on. Can we do the URL hack? And it was like, what? And our minds all exploded together. Black Fang says you're an amazing teacher. Thank you, Black Fang. I pride myself on taking complex actions and breaking them down into everyday terms. It's something I've had to do a lot of training in my life through different jobs, and I always thought that was kind of fun, honestly. I could, Black Fang. Again, I don't necessarily want to share with everybody, but we don't have questions until test day. Okay, well, be ready for the test, though. Be ready. Oh, Shepard. Wow, let's put that on Twitter and tag Funko, huh? Huh? I'm just kidding. They ignore me, so. Maybe they won't on this physical pop thing. That would be so cool. Let me check my email, see if they responded today. I doubt they did, but you just never know. I'm gonna try logging in real quick and see if I got a response. No response yet, but I mean, they're busy people. I'm not expecting them to go, oh yeah, get on over here and grab those pops. Nothing like that. Okay, I'm just waiting on this to refresh. Should be any second now. Yeah, so Zach Bonifer, good point. You said maybe I'm missing the difference between this and Atomic Hub and using Pop and Stock website. So you can still use the the Pop and Stock website, which would mean me going, okay, Space Jam. I'll go through the steps. Okay, I'm gonna go Space Jam. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna click on the clipboard. I'm going to put in my wallets, right? So Sully.dp and WireGB4.wham. Which, by the way, this will show the reflected changes we just made by buying and delivering those NFTs. Yeah, it says I'm missing one card. But imagine there was a whole list of them, right? Like if a second ago it said I was missing, what, 52 cards? I would come down here, there'd be a list of 52 items. And to buy each one, I would have to click on the item to take me over to the site. I would have to then add that to cart. We're waiting. This is the worst part of it. I would add it to cart, which, by the way, this is insane. Look, Daffy Duck on Atomic Hub is $1.86 at the cheapest one. Over on Drop, 19 cents. So it's a good thing that I looked. I saved myself some money that way, right? But I'd have to add each one to cart, wait on it to load every time, all the way through 52 items, which, by the way, easy to forget which ones you had and didn't have. I used to make mistakes all the time when doing this. Eventually get them all in your cart, which you've allowed a lot of time to pass. Then go to checkout. I bet something has changed, and so some of those that were cheap may even be cheaper now or more expensive, and you've missed out. So it's a time thing. This takes a lot of time, whereas the trick I just showed adds all the ones you need to cart almost immediately and lets you check out. I can complete, it used to have taken me with the Pop and Stock website a half hour. If I'm taking my time and going through and adding each one, I could do that in 3 minutes with the Atomic Hub trick. Like literally, we could go from 30 minutes, maybe I get that down to 20, but no way I get it down to 3. No way I get it down to the 3-minute mark. Does that make sense? I'm refreshing again. Okay, there we are. Look. So everything moved over. Still one completed royalty set. Because, why? I'm missing that one Daffy Duck that I need to add to my collection. Oh, good. Another NFT sold while we were doing all that. Come down. I got all the commons. I got all the uncommons. It's a rare I'm missing. And somehow over on Atomic Hub, that thing totally got wonky. Not many of them on the market, and somebody's selling, the cheapest one was like $2. I'm gonna buy the lowest listing right now. Make sure that price is still right, 19 cents. Buy it. Bing, bang, boom. Done, and instantly reflected on this site. We now have 2 completed royalty sets of Space Jam, and it says I'm 6.85% into my 3rd set. So why is that? I want to come down. I've got extras. I've got an extra Porky Pig and an extra Bugs Bunny. I could now go and work on completing a 3rd royalty set, but that's a decision I've got to make. Again, we kick back over. We go to we put in the information, look at Pop and Stocks. What's it going to cost me to finish that 3rd royalty set? And I have to ask myself the question again, is it worth it? It would cost me $44.69 to finish a 3rd royalty set of that Freddy. And you know what? I think it is worth it. Freddy may not seem like a super exciting one. If we go back though to Space Jam, how many of these were burned? 16.6% of the total supply. And Freddy as the Toon Squad player, right now there's only 1,127 of these in the world. Completed sets. That might get up to 12 or 1,300, but that's probably a stretch given how this has not been popular. What's this going to look like in 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years? Again, it's a gamble, but Freddy Funko as anything in a limited quantity can easily be worth some money. And if Space Jam ever comes back into the zeitgeist as a popular license, which honestly it's never not been popular, it could have been that these NFTs just could get in and get out to the rest of the world. People didn't see it that are giant Space Jam fans, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I need that. I'm willing to pay for it. $44? Is it worth it? Psh. Can you show people how people buy missing NFTs on drop from the Bull Eyes tab? Also super easy. I don't know what you mean by that, Misty. No, there is unfortunately not a bulk option currently on Pop and Stock's website. But what he provides that you don't get using the Atomic Hub trick is, let's go back one more time. Since I have this 3rd set and I put in the information, or is it over here? Oh, somehow I got away from that page. Let me go one more time. Because the visual on this is super important. When you're looking at the returned list of the items that you need to add to your cart, that you need to complete that royalty set, one of the most important columns you need to keep your eye on is this far left one. Anytime you see a green DP, I know, insert joke here, that means that NFT, that particular one, like this number 38 Marvin the Martian, this number 42, 43, 47, etc., it's cheaper on drop than it is on wax. So you have to pick which one you want to buy it on. I'm not worried about it for commons, uncommons, and rares, but when it comes to, well, occasionally rares. When it comes to epics, I am absolutely worried about it. But look at these rares. Quite a few of them are cheaper. If you spend the time to go buy all the DP ones you need off a drop, you could probably save yourself $1 or $2 in the rares, and probably a lot with the epics. But that means you're going to have to hand select the ones you want from drop. The target thingy. Somebody else help me. You talking about the radar thing? This? Let's say let's find another one where I'm closer to finishing. We had Space Jam, Transformers, Series 2. Where am I at on that one? Okay, I got 80% of royalty completed there. I have all the epics that I need for the first royalty set. So I'm missing uncommons. So if I want to get these that I'm missing to complete for the set building, any of the ones that have the gray means I don't have what I need for my next royalty set, my current royalty set I'm trying to complete. I'd need this one, so I can go in and say buy lowest listing. I got to buy them one at a time. I don't believe there's a way to buy in bulk. I could buy one at a time, so I can say buy lowest listing. I do want that one. Acknowledge, 5 cents, buy. It's going to instantly, because I'm on the drop marketplace, it instantly adds it to my account and updates, and so now I have that slot filled in the way I should. I need this one here. It's got the little grayed out little squares. I need it. I'm going to buy it. Make sure that's still 5 cents. Buy. You would have to do each one like that on the drop marketplace. There is not a bulk item. That's what we're looking at right now, Misty, right? That's what we're looking at, is the radar right there. And we're looking at Transformers. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm just not understanding. Like, are you thinking that there is a bulk option? Because there's not, unless they've changed anything. And that's one of the things that makes the drop marketplace pretty frustrating. I love it. Don't get me wrong. If anybody at Drop or Funko's watching, it's so nice to be able to do all this in the same space. A bulk option would be huge, and a trading option would be huge. I don't think we're going to see a trading option for them because that cuts them out of the loop and they don't make any money off trades. So they would spend money to make the service better, which I think they should, but they wouldn't be making money off of those exchanges. They want you to buy and sell. Not a conspiracy theory, not trying to be difficult, just from a business decision, it makes sense. Big Game says, I would love New York to get on board with crypto/wax. It's such a hassle having to navigate all the hoops being locked behind all the NY crypto rules and laws. Have you heard any positive info on states or countries that are still being left out? You know what? I haven't really paid attention to the news surrounding those issues. Every once in a while I'll see something pop up. No pun intended. But unfortunately, I haven't heard anything. I think it's up to, like, the Funko collectors in New York and any other state that's affected by this should probably band together and start contacting their local legislator to write them letters, to send them emails, whatever the current way of getting their attention is, tweeting at them and being like, can we change this? Why is it the way it was? We want to be able to buy wax. We want to be able to participate in these things. All the other states can do it. It might be a thing that somebody who was adamantly against it is now gone. It might be a thing where the person who was adamantly against it and got those laws put in place might change their mind. It might come down to, and it always does, money. And whoever that person is that staunchly, or the people who are staunchly against it being available in New York, if they could line their pockets, they'd make it okay again. Y'all have to get together. It's always a greed thing, right, Big Game? All of politics comes out of business in these days, unfortunately. Which, oh, by the way, I don't ever want to get on a political note here. I don't know enough to talk about it. But I gotta say, I listen to the Smart List podcast. I absolutely love it. You got Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, and Will Arnett. And they're three of the funniest human beings. Well, two of the three are the funniest human beings. I'm just kidding. They're very, very funny guys. And I love listening to them. They had on Trevor Noah. And I listened to that over the weekend while cleaning the garage. And I was like, reluctantly, I'll go in. I think Trevor Noah is hysterical. But being that he hosted The Daily Show and focused on politics, I was like, I'm not going to like this conversation, but I want to listen anyway, because I'm going to try to be an open-minded person. He summed up politics in all my feelings towards politics into the best conversation, and now I absolutely adore him even more than I did before. even after hosting that show, they asked him, they were like, what is your take on, are you Republican? Are you Democrat? What are you into? Do you follow the stories? And are you excited about politics in the U.S.? And he's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. He goes, anyone to say that, please don't, I don't want to get into discussion on this. I'm just paraphrasing him. Anybody who says they're a Democrat or Republican, I don't understand it. He goes, you don't win as a Democrat or as a Republican. Well, the idea behind politics is to make life for the inhabitants, the residents of the different states in the U.S. better through law changes. And no one's winning. He said, now, if you wanted to support a particular subject and then vote for the party that leans your subject that way and can help you, that's a win. But and he worded it much more eloquently than I did. I'm butchering it right now. But I just loved his take on it. He's like, the U.S. has the wrong idea on politics. He's like, it's all backed by money and greed. Whatever the Democrat who's making a vote can do to line their pocket, that's what they do. And it's not every single one of them, but it sure seems to be a good chunk of them. He also said in there, and to quickly get away from the subject, because I don't want to have a whole conversation on it. He also said, you know what they don't show? They don't show that these politicians are actually friends. They make it seem like it's an us versus them things. But like a lot of them are friends. They're family friends. They have dinners together. They go out. They have a good time. It doesn't have to be like sports. No one's winning. We're all just yelling at each other. That sounds like basically what he said. And I love Trevor Noah even more. I can't wait to hear more of his takes on politics in the U.S. What's up, Professor Josh? Almost Fantastic Plastic Redemption Time. Crazy Grail is less than royalty set and will be below LE 600 most likely. Luckily, I did scoop up the Fantastic Plastic. It's the clown. Can't remember his name. We'll jump right here and then we'll know. I did scoop up that Grail for cheap, and I saw it is still very cheap. Sugar Bomb. You can buy it for $70 right now for a Grail. And what did we say the burn rate was on that? 20%? So there's 800 of the Grail and $70. Now, keep in mind, Professor Josh is right. That's a nice low number. But we always have to look at supply and demand. The supply is low, but the demand for that is also low, I think. It's a narrow focus for folks that are the fans of the Fantastic Plastic because that harkens back to the history of Funko. So don't think it's going to be like a Harry Potter Grail. It's going to go for $500 anytime soon. I don't think that's the case. Do I think it's going to go for more than $70 to a select group of people? Absolutely. It's going to take a little time, but it could go up. So if you're thinking about, do I scoop up that Grail? It couldn't hurt, but I don't think it's going to do you any immediate benefits. Also, Professor Josh, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I think the Juan Calavera was the best physical from that set, says Denver. Let's go back. Yeah, I think it's really cool too. And guess what, guys? On drop right now, you can get Juan Calavera for $19. And if you're in the US, that's $19 with free delivery to your home. Probably the way they're getting these out in just 2 months. Does it say when the delivery on this is supposed to be? Ish. Q3. Which would be not January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So at most 90 days, but probably quicker. Which is great. You have until July 5th, or June 5th, sorry, which is tomorrow. That's when redemption starts. So you got to have everything in ready, or you can wait until after the snapshot tomorrow when the coins are delivered to wallets. You can then buy the coins. We see often that the coins sell for about the same price, but sometimes even cheaper. And on this one, I don't think that's going to be an exception. I think it's going to be more the rule. I bet you can pick up this Juan Calavera for like $16, the coins, in the next couple of days. Nice. Thank you, Professor Josh. I appreciate it. Exactly, Misty. I appreciate that. Again, I am not educated enough in our political landscape to have a conversation in any way, shape, or form. I am more, as an outside person, just kind of frustrated with it all and how it functions and how I feel left out. And I thought he summed it up nicely. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not leaning in any one direction on anything. I think that's a fair statement, though. I'm going to go after the royalty coin. So you're not going to complete the royalty set, but you're going to go after the royalty coin. I don't think that's a bad idea. I just completed my second royalty set on this one for cheap. And I have a few extra epics that I've got up on the market right now. Looks like activity-wise, let's see the ones that sold. Sale. So I sold a Frank Von Wiener just now for $268. I saw a Rocco Belli for $828 and Oodles for $875 and Oodles for $875. That's great. I'm really happy about that. So I made some money for sure off those sales, which now gives me funds to purchase other things. If I wanted to get one of those Carlos's or Juan, whatever we were just looking at, which is the I was looking at the wrong one. Juan Calavera. You got Juan Calavera, and then you got the royalty set is Amazing Carlos. I confused them. Royalty coin. Oh, so Geller will. Great. This sounds like a good opportunity to share. That's a risky game. Sometimes the coins jump because it's easier to buy a coin, and it absolutely can go either way. So let me go back to explain this for Geller, Will, and anybody else, and we'll talk a little bit more about that because this is an important stage here. We've got this timeline that I put together, which, by the way, is actually on their website as well, but it doesn't proportionately show correctly. I think this is of course I designed it, so I think it's better. But in front of me here, we've got the timeline. So let's take Fantastic Plastic. The pack drop occurred. I'm going to bring up an NFT on my end so I can see it. The pack drop occurred on February 6th for Fantastic Plastic. We then had 120 days to collect, and now tomorrow is the snapshot, June 5th. Then we have 30 days after the snapshot until redemption closes, which will be July 5th, right? In this window right here, this 30 days, very important time, starting tomorrow, snapshot, 11 a.m., Funko, right after that, within the next couple hours after 11, they are going to issue the coins, the redemption coins, to people who either had Legendary, who had Grail, or who completed royalty sets. Because remember, with the royalty set, or let's step back. With the Grail, you got the Grail NFT, now you're just waiting on a Grail coin. Right? So the NFT right now has the power, if you're holding it in your wallet, to get the redeemable Funko Pop that will be delivered in the end of Q3 to you. But as of tomorrow, that power shifts from the NFT to the redemption coin. They're going to issue you that coin, and now the coin is the thing you have to turn in to get your pop. The Grail and the Legendary no longer hold any power, and you will watch them, because of that, drop in value very quickly, right? The royalty set, we never had a card for the royalty set. You collected the commons, the uncommons, the rares, and the epics, but you never had a royalty card. Tomorrow, they are going to issue to everybody who had a royalty set, I'll get two, a royalty card and a royalty redemption coin. By the way, Hagwinch, thank you for the follow. The coins, let's flip over and take a quick look-see. We won't see them in here yet, I don't think. Yeah, we don't see them in here yet. But for other projects that have already gone through redemption, we can see it. The coins are like these. Here's my Harry Potter coins. So for the Freddy Funko's Death Eater, which was the royalty set, right? I had the royalty set completed. They issued me an NFT, which I can show you in a second, and this coin. At that point, the coin has value because it's an NFT. You can buy and sell it on the secondary markets. So starting tomorrow, once the coins are issued, you have 30 days in which you can acquire more coins or sell the ones you have. And to Denver Beerman's point, the value of the coins, value is what somebody's willing to spend on it, right? The value of the coins can fluctuate. They could go up, could go down, could stay about the same. We've done enough unboxings where we looked at the coins. In a lot of cases, let's say the royalty set was like $150 to complete, which I think was about right for Freddy Funko's Death Eater. During the royalty set time, it was about $150. Now the coin comes out, and the coin stays at about $150. Then at the end of redemption, we have to have turned the coins in. They send us the physical pop, again, into Q3 probably, middle of Q3. We're going to get the physical pop. Then, now the pop has value. And we have seen, luckily, when those hit the eBays, Mercaris, and the cons, or even selling on Facebook groups or whatever, the physical pop in hand has started to have more value than the NFTs and the coins that were associated. So if we look at it like this, And I have an idea for a video series I want to do, but I'm just horrible at actually creating video content outside of doing lives. If we take that timeline... Oh, actually, yeah, we'll do this. If we take that timeline, we have pack, we have snapshot, we have redemption, and then we have, I'm going to say TM, haha, TM, not the crappy way they use it, but the real way, tertiary market. We have different values at different times, right? So across this timeline, which I'm going to hold up in the corner, we've got the pack drop, that's what the P is. We've got the snapshot, that's what that is. We've got the redemption, that's what that is. And then the tertiary market. We can look at all those pieces. Let's say for a grail, let's do this real quick. For a grail, let's look at what it would have been. Let's go to Harry Potter. Is Harry Potter's not the way to go. Let's go to, what's another one that, Back to the Future. Let's go Back to the Future Grail. Thinking of this timeline, Back to the Future Grail. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to find the template for the NFT itself. So the packs came out. That's the P in this timeline. You cracked it open. You got a grail. And the value of that grail on day one was about $211. That's what we're looking at here on Wax. It went up to $312. It kind of stayed around $275, and then at the very end peaked at $420 for that grail. Then it went to redemption, and the coin got out, it got delivered, and that it dropped off. And now that NFT is not worth much but like $5, $6, something like that. But during its lifetime, let's say it's average $300 is the value. If you were to line out that, even out that line, flatten it out, it'd be about $300, right? Now, let's pick up at this point right here, February 13th or 14th, whatever. Let's pick up right there. That's where the coin takes over. The coin for the grail, Marty Undercover, now takes over. Remember, it was about $300 during the collecting stage. Now the redemption token, $400. So we get to the S snapshot. That coin for 30 days, it sold 3 times there for an average price of $400. It sold 1 time there for $377, and it sold another time there for $400. So let's call that an average of $400. That's a 30%, 33% increase from the P to the S. Now that grail is out, the pop is delivered, and it goes out to eBay. It goes to Mercari. It goes to your local con. We don't have all the data, but we definitely have some. So Marty Undercover pop. What's the value of Marty Undercover? Let's look at sold items. Whoa, 530, 527, 6. I can't count that one. That's 2 pops. 545, 510, 500. It's going up, by the way. Let's call that average 525. So if we go back to our little timeline here and we make a note, where's my markers? We said 300 on average. This is nice even numbers. 400 on average, and then 525 on average, and that could continue to go up. So if we put together all of our numbers we were looking at, this is what that timeline looks like. Would have been smart to buy it while it was an NFT, right? Because your return from then to then, huge. You still could have bought it as a coin and got a nice return. And this isn't customary of every single NFT, but this certainly is a way to look at one. And this is the Marty Undercover Grail from the pack rip to in hand. Does that make sense to everybody? Look at that value increase. 225. So almost, what is that? 75% increase in value? Something like that. I haven't ever done it quite like that before, the way I show it. Does that make sense? Any questions? So hopefully that answers your questions about the grail, or sorry, about the coins. Those redemption coins, once they are issued, take over. They have the power of getting you the NFT, and thus they have the value. You have 30 days to buy and sell that coin, but be very careful. Once that final day comes out, which happens to be July 5th, and you're probably going to be busy because it's a holiday weekend for some. We're moving around, we're doing things. What day of the week is July 5th? It's a Friday. That's probably going to be a big day off for people in the US. You're going to be busy. You're going to forget to turn that coin in. So like I always talk about, be very careful. Make sure if you ever have a number on this diamond indicating you have coins in your wallet that you take immediate action. I wouldn't want to see anybody on July 5th enjoying their barbecue and beers and then sitting on a coin and not getting their grails. Absolutely, Geller Will. Here to help. We've been doing this for 3 years, and I'm very happy to help. I don't want anybody to feel left out or like this is a scam or it's not right. I want everybody to be able to participate if they're willing to learn and participate. So I hope that's helpful. I want to do a video series. Nobody steal my idea, please. I want to do a video series where I take each pop and go like, here it was coming out of a pack, value. Here it was in the coin, value. Here it was physical pop, value. And talk about, you know, what's been the average? Is there an average? Is there been any consistency in the increase in value of these pops over the lifetime of them? And like thinking back to turtles, I had a post-it around here somewhere. I might still have when the turtles NFTs. When I all was said and done, I bought the packs. I cracked them. I bought what I needed in the secondary market to complete my royalty sets. I sold a couple packs that I sat on, which was a smart move because I made some money. All in, I spent about $300 if I remember right. Then, once I got the pops in hand, the value on those pops, I had a bunch, was like $2,600. What are they now? If I have that post-it, we could look it up and we could see. I think we did last year at some point, or maybe even earlier this year, we did find that post-it and we looked at it, and they had gone down in value a bit. But at some point, that could turn around. And if I wanted to, I could sell those pops, and I could net a nice chunk of change. Funko has set up their NFT project perfectly. Mattel Hot Wheels need to take note. You absolutely agree. I think they've done a great job, and I think the opportunity for them to continue to tinker with that setup and make it even better is there. We talk about it a lot. There's a lot of opportunity with their NFTs to do more fun stuff that provides utility and value for those of us who wanted it in the long run. Okay, here's an interesting thing. Let's look at these. I do have some of our old Post-its from Halloween Series 1. Let's take a look at these. I'm glad I kept this. This is super fun. Oh, I got it all right here, baby. Let's go. Mummy soda. If they do, I might go broke. Selling since if those TMNT pops back then helped fund my NYCC trip. See, well, you got a different kind of value out of it. I think that's you did the right thing. You got to do what you got to do, right? Okay, let's look at. I got Freddy Devil Grail. Let's just take a minute to look this up. I'm gonna go ahead and Freddy, because now we have one more piece of information that we didn't have before, and that it was the price back when the pops first arrived. But let's go through the whole story here. If we go to was it Spooky? Was that what they called Halloween? No, that was Funkoween. Never mind. Halloween. Funko Halloween Series 1 templates. Can I not do Series 1? Okay, that's all right. Let's go Grail. Gonna do it like that. Well, there's the coin. Devil. And we'll just try Devil. Okay, Devil Grail. By the way, I love the look of these cards back then. As Freddy Funko as Devil down as another line. Grail over here. I like the setup of these. I do like how they put the rarity above his head now, but these looked, I like this better, I think. Funko Halloween, Freddy Funko Devil was the Grail. This one sold out. There was no burn. 999 of these were pulled from packs. Only 5 burned. people didn't understand how the burns worked. So 5 people didn't get this pop because they burned it thinking that's how you needed to do it. The value of it back then, let's use that same, where's my post-it that I just put up there for Marty Undercover? We'll just go right below that with another post-it here, or another marker. This is Devil. Back then, started at 300, jumped to 370, jumped again to 448. If we average this line out, I think we're somewhere in the 350 area. Just to do a quick bit of math. It may not be accurate, but it's good enough. And then the coin, redemption coin, was issued. So we'll go Devil here. Ready Funko as Devil Grail. We click on that one. We look at the prices. Where were the prices when it was a coin? Whoa. 570, dipped to 400, spiked to 900, and then dipped down. But that right there was the 30-day window. I'd say average price on this, tougher to tell. Let's call it 650. No, 600. I'd have to do some real math on that. So 350 is an NFT, 600 is a coin, and now, in between, I had this point, the post-its that I did way back when. The average value for buy it now of Freddy Devils when they arrived in hand was 582. That was based on 4 sales. And then now we've got, whoa, it has dropped. It has dropped, but, okay, to be fair, this is auction. I don't like auctions. Let's look at buy it now. Auctions are for buyers, not for sellers. But just back in March was the last sale of one of these, 405. So we saw these prices not get back down to where it was as an NFT. That was 350. But we definitely see it has dropped. Now, come Halloween this year, I bet that one picks back up again because they may do another Halloween drop and that might benefit us. But right now would not be a good time to sell if you bought the coin at $600. That wouldn't have been good. What did somebody say? And you said you're a mod? As a mod in their Discord, I can tell you it's being constantly worked on. Wait, what's being worked on? The NFT project from Funko. You're a mod there? Oh, that's cool. The $150 one is no bot. Yeah. Oh, I didn't count that one. I didn't count that. I was looking specific, and you can't look at that one. I know people messaged me. Somebody just the other day and said, "Well, to buy it now, it's actually this website shows it." I don't like to incorporate those because I did have one that I looked at that I sold, and I looked at what that site had for the buy it now, and it wasn't the same number. So I don't know if that's 100% real or not. Like, why would eBay ever share it if they're hiding it here? I'm confused on that whole thing. Oh, Mattel. Yeah, so Hot Wheels, didn't they take it off to their own site? I wish Hot Wheels would come back, and I really wish Topps would come back to Wax, but they're on, is it called Pink? No, Candy. They're on Candy now. Pink is the name of the company that used to run Atomic Hub. But anyway, long story short, there is fluctuation in the value of a pop from the NFT to the coin and then to the final physical pop, and that can go up or down. So don't assume that waiting for the coin is your best course of action. But other life matters. Maybe you didn't have the money at the time the NFT was out to buy it. Maybe you did when the coin came out and that made more sense. That's totally up to you. But just know that there's no guarantee the coin will be cheaper. Yeah, they were on Atomic Hub / Wax and moved it over to Flow and tried to build their own marketplace, but have hit numerous hiccups. They have slowed the project down. That's a shame because that one was performing really well. I don't know what's going on over at Wax in how they offer their platform to creators. But you can tell when Topps started, there was a separate website that you went to within the Wax ecosystem that allowed you to buy your packs, open your packs, and they had crafting. The only company that really did crafting. Then when Funko first got on, they were using a platform that looked almost identical. So I think Wax goes, we have this system, we have this structure that you can use. We'll sell it to you for X amount. Probably not a flat rate. Everybody does monthly stuff or yearly stuff now. And then maybe Hot Wheels was like, we're not really growing over there and we don't want to pay you guys anymore. Let's go do our own thing. Maybe that's how it went. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Funko said, oh, we're not going to play in the same way you guys are playing. We're going to build this other layer on, and Drop is simply another layer on top of the Wax blockchain, which is confusing when they have stuff like the Drop exclusive. You may think that means they left Wax, but they didn't. They're still technically on Wax. It's very interesting. I would love to see Topps and Hot Wheels come back, and I'd love to see more companies get involved. The other day, I listened to another podcast with a young lady that started a company that's working with Bratz dolls and Baby Shark and somebody else. All these companies are trying to figure out the best way to get in front of the masses with their NFT / physical redemption projects. And I think it boils down to who gets in front of them with a pitch. Did that lady who worked with Bratz, did Bratz ever actually go talk to Wax? Or do they not even know Wax was out there? Did nobody come pitch it to them? So Bratz is on VV and on this other platform then that I just saw. That's interesting. Star Wars is on multiple. Star Wars is working with Cryptoys. They're working with Funko. They're working with VV. So you can be on multiple platforms. You don't have to be exclusive to one platform. I'm surprised with people with packs left just don't open them or drop the price to get it last minute sales, especially during last morning before Snapshot. I think most of that boils down to you have to be involved on at least a weekly to bi-weekly basis with checking, do I have my royalty sets built? Do I have my packs open? Do I have any coins that need to be turned in? There's a constant flow, constant repetitive cycle that you've got to be involved in, and people get busy and they forget. I don't think anybody knowingly keeps a pack just to keep a pack, unless it's like a special mint number. I would keep a pack number 1, or I have the Jay and Silent Bob pack 420. I kept it unopened. Could have had a grail in there. I don't know. Still could, but I'm not going to open it because I like having pack 420. They just announced VV today. Oh, how funny. Did I mention that then? Yeah, I don't think people don't open packs on purpose. I think they get busy. To that point, check your Fantastic Plastic. Check and see if you have any unopened packs, which I'm glad you said what you said, because guess what, gang? I have an unopened pack of Fantastic Plastic that I may just have to crack right now. Is it Series 2? I like to hold a pack here and there. There's Space Jam. Yep, I still have a Fantastic Plastic Series 2. Pack number 511. Now that is the question. Do I crack 511? Because my lucky number is 5. My wife's is 11. And our anniversary is 511 now. Do I crack it? I think the answer is yes. If it were pack number 1, it might have value to somebody else one day. I can buy a mint number 511 NFT. So I think I need to crack this pack. She wouldn't have a problem with that. Let's do it. It could have a grail. I had good luck with the Jurassic Park and an open grail on the last day. If it were worth anything over 30, I might sell it. Try to sell it. But it's at $27. I'm taking a loss. Let's open it. If I pull a legendary or grail, we're going to have to do something special. Lowest packs are $24. I'm surprised not below that. I kind of am too. Let's do it. What the heck? Are there any 101s left? Wouldn't that be the way to go? Good Lord, that would be awesome. Fantastic Plastic, template, filters, rarity, 101. Amazing Carlos. Let's see. I doubt any of these are still out there, but it's possible. This one, lowest listing, so somebody has it, $3,000. So somebody clearly has that one. That's the gold. The silver. I just finished all my royalties, but, whoops, wrong button. Wait, I thought that was right. Open a link in a new tab. Or did I say open image in a new tab? There we go. That was the problem. It'd be great if one of these was still in a pack and I pulled it. Oh, still in a pack. The silver is still in a pack. There's a chance. Oh, that would be the day. That would be amazing. What a story. I'd be saving packs to open on the last day every time if that happened. I wouldn't even open them on day one. Popandcraze.dp has this one. Have they got it up for sale? No, they're holding. Look at that. Wait, I always like to look at wallets like this. I know I'm really getting off on another tangent, but I always like to look at wallets like this and see, like, are they heavy collectors? Or whoa! They have 24,000. They got me beat by double. Holy shnikes. 24,500 Funko NFTs. Wow, look at this. Dang. I wish I could see sold on .dp. They're definitely a whale, right? Okay, let's open this pack. We've already started the process. Here we go. Number 511 out of 15,000. It's got to have some luck, right? Yeah, Chucky, it would change things for sure. But they're a business. I talk about this all the time. They've got to keep the lights on and keep it profitable. And you have overhead monthly that you're always going to have. They've tried more than twice a month, and that kind of backfired. But twice a month, they're able to do pretty good for themselves, I think. He opened like 30 premium of Scooby-Doo. Really? Wow. Okay, let's take a look. Thank you, Joe Skittles. First up, we got a rare Juan Calavera, $23.39. How about a common Gil, $20.35. Common Oodles, $60.79. Uncommon Juan Calavera, $12.24. Uncommon Frank Von Wiener, $14.01. Common Sugar Bomb, $50.83. Common Monkey Assassin, $56.83. Uncommon Oodles, $19.46. Epic Oodles, which I think was going for a pretty good amount, so I can turn around and flip that, make a couple of bucks. Number $16.59. Common Juan Calavera, $7.35. Rare Frank Von Wiener, $22.68. Common Gil, $8.92. Rare Sugar Bomb, $25.96. Common Frank Von Wiener, $27.03. Common Pulpo, $20.76. Uncommon Freddy Funko as Amazing Carlos. This is like the 5th or 6th pack in a row I've opened. No redeemables, but one epic. I have been on this. This is still a part of that streak. I'm on like 13 or 14 packs in a row with no, and all but one of those premium without a legendary or a grail. Do better. You know, some people will make those big bold statements. I'm out. This is BS. I'm not going to collect anymore. I'm selling it all. It's the numbers, man. I might hit grail in back-to-back packs next. It happens. Anybody who says they're going to sell their whole collection or NFTs are a scam or that they're completely out, they got their own set of problems, man. They just need to quit. I still got a Space Jam one to open. I got Transformers to open. I keep one of almost every drop because I like to watch and see what the pack values do. Saving up the luck for the next drop. Exactly. Like, honestly, there are some grails and legendaries that I want more than others. So, Transformers, I don't know what they're going for right now. Whether or not I would want to even possibly open one. It really depends on the value as we get into those final days. Where's Transformers? There we go. Series 2. Catalog. $40 for a premium. So more than likely, I'll sell those 3, and that pays for a good chunk. That covers, if I sold 3 of those packs, that covers what it cost me to buy 6. Or no, that math doesn't work. But it covers a chunk of what I had to pay originally. Average, it is always what I say, especially standard packs. I need to open 3 to be similar to a premium. Yeah. Bro, I'm impressed at the self-control you have not to open all your packs. I do it because, yes, I have that self-control, but also because it drives people nuts. Yeah, all the packs I have unopened, with the exception of a few. I have a Turtles pack that I bought aftermarket. I have a Jay and Silent Bob pack that I traded for because it's pack 420, and I really just wanted to keep that because I think it's a fun number. Funkoween pack 6 that I got to hold on to because of the value. And I still have, these are cool, Blacklight Battle and Fright Night 2 packs unopened. This was an accident. This Scooby was an accident. That 11 was on purpose. All these I'm just holding. Fantastic Plastic Series 1 just for grins. I think there's just as much value in collecting unopened stuff as there is in opening. You just have to be careful about how you do it. I wasn't going to sit on Harry Potter packs. No way. Forget that. Drives me nuts. I went 60 standards on Scooby and hit the grail on pack 51 and still kept going. Hey, man, you do you. I can't afford to go that heavy. I think the more you go, though, the likelihood of pulling a grail or a 101 or low mint numbers and breaking even or making a profit, I think goes up. I don't know what that sweet spot is. That's probably something you're dialing in on. But like to prove my point, people think I just do this with the NFTs. I was going through sports cards that I bought way back when, and I picked these up at a convention. This is Panini 2012-2013 Panini Threads. 10 cards per pack, 8 packs per box, so 80 cards. There's a chance to pull jerseys and autographs and rookie cards. And to tell you how cheap stuff was back when, $20 that I paid for this whole box. This would be at least $100-150 for a box like that these days. Probably $100. It's going for $160 now. So I'm glad I never opened it. And I probably never will. I'll probably end up flipping it. But I love holding on to unopened stuff too. I'm a little crazy. I have a Freddy Funko from the Stranger Things in the little arcade cabinet. Never opened. I don't know which one's in there. I've never opened it. I have, what else do I have unopened? There's some other Funko stuff I have unopened. Oh, I have Mystery Minis, Supernatural, First Wave, 2 full boxes unopened. 2 full cases unopened. Scooby, I'll buy more if they go back down to 33 or less. They did the other day and grabbed a couple. Nice, because that's basically retail with tax, right? That's so dope. I have some of my One Piece booster boxes sealed and in a hard acrylic case like Pops. They really go up in value like crazy over time. Have you seen where they grade packs for PSA? And people now will buy some of the graded packs and crack them to see if they can pull like a Jordan or something. I love graded packs. Are fun. I wouldn't mind picking up some of those. I love the what if. We are not a little crazy, but that's okay. We're all still here and crazy together. I love it. Said it day one. You got my kind of energy. We are a lot crazy. I love it. I love it. I like the thrill of the unknown that comes with an unopened box or a pack. I was telling people about this. There was a card company. I think it was Pinnacle that did it in the 90s or early 2000s, and they had these cards you had to rip open. It was a baseball card. Yo, Magic Mike, I know that name. How are you? Welcome. We were on the Thursday stream with Professor Josh and Vince and me, right? Welcome. How are you now? Denver Beer Man, I love your energy. Also, man, glad I found your... I'm glad you came by, Denver Beer Man. I'm really enjoying our conversation. Thank you for chatting. Please come back again. I hope you will. Today's Tuesday, non-Funko drop. Next Tuesday, when we have a Funko drop, I'll be cracking packs. Hopefully ending the streak I've had. But if I have luck, pull a legendary or grail. We do community packs here, so I'll give away the contents of those community packs. So that means a standard or a premium pack might be given away, and I give you a chance to earn entries in that. And if I've given away grails. I gave away a Marty Undercover grail. Never got one myself, but I gave away one here on the stream. I've given away a bunch of legendaries. I think I've given away 2 or 3 grails, at least 5 or 6 legendaries, tons of epics and the other rarities. I give away my free NFTs. So this Tuesday, it's NFTuesday. It's not a Funko drop. I've got a free NFT for everybody. All you gotta do is fill out the form that's in chat on Twitch, and on YouTube I will pin it. Oh, I cannot pin it there, but I can. Hey, Laney Lane, what's happening? Happy Tuesday. there's the free NFT on YouTube for you guys. And over here on Twitch, I'll bring it up right there. Fill out the form. I'm going to airdrop that free NFT to you, which is based on Bad Boys. I wanted to do something fun and unique that I always try to kind of push my design skills. So just a little tidbit on this one for those of you who weren't here earlier. I wanted to mimic the look of the movie poster. Let me bring it up. I still can't believe it comes out this Friday because I feel like we just saw the first trailer for it. But here's what the poster looked like for the movie. And I loved this. It's a little different from a lot of the stuff that's out right now, but I love that fade with the Miami beach vibes. So I created this NFT to kind of mimic that. And I had to use AI to get good palm trees because all the other images that were out there were like, there was too much crap going on in the image. I did my own coloring in Photoshop and added that green and grit in Illustrator, brought that in with the words, then took it back to Photoshop to enhance the color. It came out good. It feels simple, but it was it was not as simple as I thought it would be to create it. I have another version. I wasn't going to do a blend tomorrow, but now I'm going to have to. I'm going to have a blend tomorrow where there's another version of the Nerd Unite logo that's going to be available in much smaller quantity, and I'm going to do a hood as well. So we'll have a minimal blend that'll be available tomorrow if anybody's interested. If you want to get info on that, I won't be live tomorrow, but I will put the information up on Twitter and most likely Instagram, and for sure we'll be emailing everybody that signed up for my newsletter. So if you have not already signed up for my newsletter, please do. I'm not trying to spam anybody. It's pretty minimal. I send out emails on days where I stream, on days where I have drops or blends. And for right now, that's it. A sticker for this one. I dislike square stickers immensely. But for this one, I think it might work. We'll see. I might do that. I'm trying to get my art and everything lined up to do some regular drops of physical stuff for you guys. But I'm not going to do that until I get what I owe sent out. And I'm like I said, I'm working on that, but it's been a slow process for me. Once I do, I'd like to get into a rhythm of I do a drop, there are blends, and you can win some stickers, but also I'll put versions of them or higher mint numbers or something on sale as well. Because I know a lot of you have said, I really like your designs, I want a sticker, I'd put that on a water bottle, a laptop, whatever. And eventually I'd like to have like shirts and stuff too. If I could find a good on-demand printer that made quality stuff, I'd do it, but I don't think it's there yet. I don't trust a third party to manufacture my stuff because I have no control over it at that point. Thank you, Keezy, for the comment, the nice words. It's already 2. It's already 2. I'd like to play a game or two of Fortnite. Let's do one more Twitchy Tides real quick, and then I might jump over and do that. But for those of you who've been patiently waiting, we can get over and play another Twitchy Tides game. Let's do just like we did before, but this time even more special. I've got a mint number 1 of that NFTuesday NFT that I gave away for free last Thursday. It is eligible for the blend, but I wouldn't recommend that you give away a mint number 1. Somebody may want that. So I'm going to give away slot 1 prize. Whoever comes in first place gets that mint number 1 NFTuesday NFT. The second place will get a Twitchy Tides pack. And third place, I'll give away another, not number 1, but I'll give away another of the NFTuesday NFTs. If you don't know which one I'm talking about, hey, it's a free NFT. Take it, and then you can sort out the details later. You guys can go ahead and enter right now by typing in !hoot. I'll give you 2 minutes to enter. Give me a timer for 2 minutes. There you go. Feel like there's something I was supposed to cover today that I have forgotten. I'm really I know what I was going to talk about. Friday. Nobody asked. I can't believe nobody asked. On Friday, while you guys are entering, I'm going to hide the screen for a second. Fourth Curator, make sure you type in your Wax Wallet ID. Joe Skittles, same for you. And Professor Josh, make sure you type again in the chat. Do !hoot, leave a space, and put in your Wax Wallet ID until you can get your accounts linked. Your Wax Wallet with Twitch on the Twitchy Tides website. Let me drop that in case you want to do that. That way, anytime you play Twitchy Tides on any stream, you'll be able to link, or you'll be able to just type in the command and it will bring in your wallet automatically. No, you're good. Friday, you're good to Joe Skittles. On Friday, I got tickets, I should say Kelly got us tickets to go see Jay Muse, which if you guys don't know, Jay and Silent Bob, Jay Muse. He was performing live at the Tacoma Comedy Club up here, not too far from me. And he is also a Twitch streamer. If you haven't already followed Jay Muse, please do. He's raided here a couple of times, which was so kind of him. I still don't know how it happened. I think somebody here must have mentioned it on his stream. He was performing, so we got tickets, we went, and our tickets were VIP. You didn't have to spend much extra, and you got a chance to go and talk with Jay. I tried to coordinate a connection with him in advance through some mutual friends. It didn't pan out, but his meet and greet afterwards, he was so kind. He is exactly the kind of awesome that I thought he would be. He took time to chat with everybody, to take photos with everybody, and to sign. He even had some pops at his table that he sold that were already signed. And I got a couple pictures here. I thought there was a video too, but of me and Kelly and Jay. He's growing out that stash. But we got to meet him and talk to him for a few minutes, and I was like, Jay, just, hey man, I'm Sully, I do Nerd Unite, and I pointed at my shirt, and he goes, oh, of course! Like, he put it together. He didn't know my face, but now he knows my face. And I was like, I just want to thank you so much for the raids. You've been awesome, and for what you do on Twitch, and like, getting people to Twitch, and engaging, and playing games and stuff. It's so much fun. Anyway, we talked for a couple of minutes, and he signed my NFT pops. I got 2 of them signed that I took with me, with the purple marker. They look fantastic. But he signed Jay Muse and put the snooch on there. And I think I'm going to use these for Extra Life. Yeah, they're so cool. With the purple marker, they look great. And I didn't get to ask him then, but at the end of chatting, he goes, oh, so you're on Twitch because I rated you, yeah, right? And then you play Fortnite? You don't play Fortnite, do you? And I was like, yeah, I do. He goes, oh, you should play with me. And I was like, I would, but you guys are so good and so intense. I don't know. I don't want to bring you down. And he goes, oh, come on. And on Saturday, I went by his stream, and he's like, do you want to play? And Kelly and I were hanging out, so I didn't want to take away from our time. But I'm hoping I get to play with him. I'd love to create a relationship with him where I can go, Jay, would it be okay if I sent you the other ones I have and you sign those too? Because we could do a lot for Extra Life. I think that'd be awesome. Have those for auction or something, maybe even over the course of a couple of years, not necessarily all at once. But I'd love to get in with Jay and see if maybe he'd join us for fundraising for Extra Life. That would be so fun to have him in for a while. He just seemed like such a great dude. Yeah, it would be so cool. He's so nice. He's everything I thought he would be and even more. His stand-up wasn't stand-up, it was more storytelling. But I figured that he called them musings with Jay Muse. I figured that's what it would be. And he, true to character, it was raw. It was raw. Take them with you to SDCC, and JSA or PSA would certify them on the spot for you, I think. I know they do that here in NYC. That's a good point. I don't want to carry him with me, but I do want to get that done at some point. A pair, his with Kevin Smith won both sides. So, pro tip for the Funko collectors out there. He said, and I'm going to go look this up myself, but don't spread the word yet. Let's keep it to us, all right? Little between me and you. He said that Kevin texted him and said, dude, grow out your hair. We're going to need you again. Implying that Jay of Jay and Silent Bob is going to come back to film. And then he went on to say, I think there's a chance we might do a little superhero movie. So you guys know there's some pops out there already for Chronic and Blunt Man. Could that be an up-and-coming film where we get to see those two back on the big screen? And if so, what would that do to the value of those pops? So just a little something. I haven't looked it up yet. Blunt Man and Chronic, right? There's an awesome 2-pack that I have. I think it was in New York Comic Con. It might be over there somewhere, but I don't have time. We got to play. So here we go. We're going to crack this Twitchy Tides game right here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Best of luck, everybody. Yeah, if Jay's coming to a comedy club near you, I highly recommend you check it out. I think he has his own website with all the details on there. I'll drop it in the chat. And watch him here on Twitch, for sure. We'll get a shout out going for him here in just a second. I thought, yes, he has a jmuse.com that has his tour dates and stuff. Oh, he got a Twitch link there. Here we go. We'll just drop this link for everybody on after this game's over. We're down to 15. We're giving away prizes at the top 3. Here's the link for everybody on YouTube, and I'll put it on Twitch as soon as this game's over. Awesome dude. Awesome dude, Jay was. All right, we're down to 15 of the 48. Oh, Sir Geeky got the hook. So did Cal Air, Nadu 6. Wait, I have to be clicked over here. Oh, let's bring back half of you. Ha! Got the snap power. Let's go. You thought you were out. You might be back. Yeah, Misty, I'm sure Kevin... Well, Kevin's always working on another movie, whether or not it's the View Askew, Skewdiverse, or whatever it's called. Whether or not it's that, different story. But I think those characters are probably going to be in film until him and Jay and the other guys are long gone from this planet. Like, they'll be doing them in the end. That doesn't sound right at all. That sounds like the joke they'd make. I need to learn the commands and sit back and wait. Doesn't seem to work too good on this game. All right, down to 4. Everybody, oh, they're all winners. Jasp, again, Honey Bunches and RC Pad G are all winners. Let's see who comes in first. There went Honey Bunches. Oh, it's going to come down to who gets that mint number 1. Who will it be? Oh, good timing on that. Jasp wins first again. Let's go. Jasp, congratulations. You're getting that mint number 1 Nerds Unite Pop Force 1 NFT. Again, you can do with it as you'd like, but mint number 1 of the NU logos, those are far and few between. Coming your way, Nashville Lou rating with a party at 23. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Maybe we'll run another one since Nashville Lou and the team's over here. What's up, Valkyria? How you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. We just finished a game of Twitchy Tides, but I think we could do another one for the audience. I think we could get another one going for you guys. Gave away a mint number 1 of one of my NFTs. For our RC Pad G, we're going to give away a Twitchy Tides pack. And then for third, we're giving away another Nerd Unite logo NFT that was eligible for one of the blends I have live right now. For everybody that just came over, I do have a free NFT for you here today. If you'll give me 1 second, I will show you what that NFT is. All you have to do is fill out a quick form, and I'll airdrop those to everybody tomorrow. And there will be a little blend where you can upgrade that NFT to something rarer if you're interested. Or you can hold it, sell it, whatever you want to do. It's yours once I give it to you. What's up, Sting Lord Grim? Or is it 5-Ting? That's probably Sting. How are you now? Thank you for coming over. All right, and for Honey Bunches, we're going to give Honey Bunches third place, that NU logo. Oops. NU is Nerd Unite, my brand, my NFTs. I'm going to give you mint number 33. These are sought after right now because I am only giving them out. I did not sell them. I gave them out on Thursdays live with PFO, and then I'm giving away during Twitchy Tides until the blends are all done. So if you get that free one like you just did, Honey Bunches, you can go over and do a blend and pull one of, I believe it's 5 or 4 different rarities. Let's take a quick look, and then we'll do another game of Twitchy Tides since we just got a bunch of people come over. Tufu would love that one. Oh, nice. Tell Skittles, is it possible to blend anytime or only when you hold the blends? So Skittles, basically the way a blend works is you have to have the ingredients. Think about it like making a cake. You have to have the ingredients, and once you have those ingredients, you can do the blend. However, keep in mind that doing a blend, in most cases, not all, but in most cases, will destroy those ingredients. So in the case of my Nerd Unite, this blend, unless it says otherwise, and I do good descriptions, so you can always read if you read, and I don't mean that if you can read, I mean if you do bother to read. And no, this one is a burn blend. So if you have this logo, I can drop the link for you if you want to go check out my other blends. There are some I do where it's a non-burn blend and you get the NFT back. There's usually a very specific reason why I do that. But this one, if you have that logo, let's say you want it like Honey Bunches just did. You come over, you go, oh, hey, look, I got this one. Sweet. I don't mind if that one gets destroyed because I'm going to get something cooler and rarer back. If you really want to keep that logo, though, you don't want to do that. And then in return, I'm going to either get Hoot in that NUPFO logo shirt, a very hard-to-come-by Mythic. There's only 4 of the 5 left that features... It's an animated card with Hoot in that shirt. The 1-of-1 gold animated card, literally one in the world, or my new line VHS NFTs. They look like a VHS set all lined up. I got the concept from the advertising marketing team behind X-Men 97, and I think it's genius. So the blend can get you those 1-of-1s, which are going to have Mining Power and Wombat Dungeon Master. Could eventually provide utility in some other games. By the way, a game reached out this week wanting to provide new utility for my NFTs. So that's coming soon. I'm going to talk to them this week. Hopefully, that means for those of you who've been diamond hands in my Nerds Unite NFTs, you're going to get some value out of them. Okay, enough rambling. Let's get over play another game of Twitchy Tides. We'll give away a 3rd pack, another Twitchy Tides pack, to one of you who comes in first place. I promised to drop this in the chat before you guys start entering. Here's Jay's link to check out his website for touring dates, but also his Twitch information. Did that help, Joe Skittles? I hope it helped. You got to keep in mind that the blending, aka crafting, is at the discretion of the creator. So I use it, Skunky Chunks uses it, now Twitchy Tides is using it. You just, every time you need to read and understand what's happening before you get too far into it, because in most cases those NFTs are destroyed, but not always. You know, Shepard, I didn't get to have a full conversation with him. I did also give him some stickers. That's another thing I'd love to chat with him about if I get to game with him a bit and ask. I don't think he's actively collecting them, but I wonder if he has his own. If not, we could help him get them. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys, let me give a quick timer. Give me a timer for 2 minutes. There you go. You guys get entered in. This time, first place is gonna get a Twitchy Tides pack. Second place, let's do 2 of them. Second and third place are gonna get a NU, that's Nerds Unite, and PFO, Pop Force 1, NFT. The only way you can get those is to win them here. I'm gonna mint a couple more right now. And you can use those in the blend, and that's the only way to participate in the blend right now is to win these NFTs. So you're in the right place to not only up your Twitchy Tides points on the overall leaderboard, but also to get in on some very exclusive chances at my Nerds Unite NFTs. It's my hope, you guys probably knew I was going to head here, it's my hope that Funko eventually embraces the idea of crafting. Oops, I'm in the wrong spot. And we'll get the chance to craft up or blend up some of our... Oh, that's why. Some of our Funko NFTs, sorry. To higher rarities or free packs or the opportunity to buy pins, etc., etc., stuff like that. I think there's a chance we could see it one day, and that would be huge. But so far, they haven't hinted at it. Okay, just put it a couple more. You guys have 30 seconds left to enter. Exclamation point Hoot. If you see, like I am Weasel, if you see your name with an X below it on the screen, that means you have yet to link your Twitch account to Twitchy Tides. So take the opportunity. You too, Blues Boy. Type in again. Enter like you're entering again. Exclamation point Hoot. Leave a space and put in your Wax wallet ID to correct that. That way, if you win, I can get you a prize. Because if I don't have your wallet, I can't get you a prize. I don't want to see you miss out. Looks like everybody except, and again, I'm not trying to call you out, I just want to help you, Blues Boy. Yo, what's up, Mindy? How are you? Did you end up still in 4th last month on the Twitchy Tides, or were you able to eke out a 3rd place? I give a few extras. No, Mindy's in. Good, Mindy's in. Okay. Here we go. We're going to start this game in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Best of luck, everybody. Oh, Clint Crockett got knocked out early. Sorry, bud. But, you know, there's always a chance you could come back if somebody snaps. Of course, Blues Boy. Oh, wow. That's a cool, like, gold. That looks like a tequila sunrise. Might have had a couple of those in my life. Oh, dang. A bunch of people just got taken out. Now we're down to 20 of the 53. Keep an eye on the screen, though. You never know if you might get snapped back. We'll see if anybody does it this time. It's crazy how some of those just go right through and the shark doesn't get them. I don't know if that's because the where they're at, forward or back, or if it has to do with that, like the iron submarine versus the shark. Does the submarine win? I don't know how that works. We're down to 5, 4. Oh, Falconer's out, and we have 3 winners. For the first time, Jasp is not in the top 3. We do have 3 new winners for the stream today. There are hitboxes. Yeah, I get that, but it looked like someone went right through the shark's mouth, and I'm wondering if, like, the sub gives you an advantage there, but then maybe those bombs can get the sub easier? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't read up on everything yet. I have questions for Pop Paragon. We're going to have to get some enemies in here. What's the command to bring an enemy in? F, I think. No? What was... Oh, wait a minute. I got to make sure this click is over here. I don't want to accidentally bring back half the people. Oh, there we go. Joe Skittles in 3rd, Punked in 2nd, and Big Game 36, 52, 47, or 365, 24/7 makes a lot more sense. You're getting a pack. Yeah, I did up the limits, but like as far as being able to just all of a sudden send out a new enemy to help kind of finish up the game. You're welcome, Big Game. I hope you pull something great out of the pack here. Let me get you one of these from the batch. Nashville Lou, thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get this sent over. 3 commons in the top 5. That's an important distinction to point out, Pop Paragon. Okay, Punked and Joe Skittles are going to get the NUPFO NFTs. I feel like at this point I've talked about it to death, but hopefully you're following along and know you can do blends with these. I'll get mint number 38 sent out to you. And, oh, Punked, we might have that problem, huh? Yeah, thank you. Oh, we're definitely going to have that problem. Can't send to that wallet. I gotta figure out how to whitelist your wallet in my chat so it doesn't do that. But my bot doesn't like that wallet address. It must think it's somehow derogatory or something. Joe Skittles, 3rd place. There we go. And you're getting an NUPFO logo. You're welcome, Punked. All right, I did say I want to play some games, but you know what? I got to take the dog out for a bio break, and I need to get up and stretch my legs and have a little bite to eat myself. So I think the smart move is for me to shut the stream down now instead of jumping into some games. Yo, Johnny Lodzilla, what's happening? Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Congratulations to our winners. Don't forget to get your fantastic plastic royalty sets, packs opened, sell your extra epics, follow all those things. If you don't know what I'm talking about, follow me on Twitter so that you can get those kind of reminders with the checklist. I want everybody to be successful. If you got some friends that are interested in getting into the Funko NFTs, please send them my way. Happy to help them out. I want everybody to be able to have fun collecting. Don't forget to get into twitchytides.io and link your account and maybe stake some fish and start earning over there. You can do that if you want, but you don't have to. You can still participate without doing that. Check out J Muse on Twitch. Actually, I can give him a shout out here. Is that right? Yeah, that's him. So follow J Muse if you don't already, so you can check him out. And just a great guy. Had a great time meeting him. That was so good, so fun. Have a great rest of your day, Sully. Don't forget to check for my Oh yes, yeah. Let me make a note. I probably already did this, and then I still didn't do it. Big Game DM. I will be sending out the free NFTs tomorrow morning with blends coming later in the day. Squid Game's redemption is almost over too. That's correct. I'll be sure to check the diamond. Let's look there one more time before we get out of here. Always be sure to check the diamond. That's the best way I can describe it. This redemption diamond area. Remember, you've got If you have any Squid Games coins, those got to be turned in by the 7th, which is that Friday? That's Friday. So I'll remind you guys again on Friday. Your Harry Potter coins are due on the 21st, but then don't forget this whole other upcoming area. So that means upcoming snapshots. They don't have that there, but it should say that. June 5th, that's tomorrow. Make sure you got your fantastic plastic stuff in order by 11 a.m. Open packs, sell epics, sell packs if you don't want to open them. Complete your royalty sets, get your grail, get your legendary, all that stuff. Then next up, we got Space Jam. Space Jam on the 19th. I wish this had like a calendar mode with it, but it doesn't. So use it in the best way you know how to make it seem like a calendar to yourself. I think that's it. I'm going to hand everybody or give out some Sully Bucks on the way out of here. But let's look and see who we've got to raid over to. We raided MJ Owns You on Friday. He's on again right now if anybody's interested in going back and watching today's stream. But I like to spread the love around to other people. And, you know, I gotta say, I'm rating to a larger streamer right now, but I like this guy. His content is good positive vibe for the most part, and he's playing a really fun game that I had to stop playing just because it was eating up way too much of my day. Marvel Snap. Love this game. The cards in it are amazing, and I definitely had a bit of an addiction for a while with the game. Jungle Bry, my brother still plays it, but this is Alexander. I don't know how you say the last name. I want to say Koshia. Koshia is probably it. Seems like a great guy. Never met him, but I like his content. We're going to raid over to him. Drop in, please, with a hashtag Sully Raid and your Nerds Unite emotes, just to show a little love to Alexander. Again, I think he's got a pretty good positive attitude. Let's hope we don't get over there and he's like cursing up a storm or something. I don't think we will, but in the meantime, I'm going to add points to all. 125 to 112. Perfect. You guys benefited. If you're on Twitch, you just got 12 and a half more entries into upcoming giveaways. We're going to raid over to Alexander. Once again, hashtag Sully Raid and your Nerds Unite emotes.
This rocket is
That's him talking right now. Here we go. Remember, I'll see you guys on Friday, by the way. Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific. We'll be playing the box game, talking NFTs, maybe opening some boxes. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But somebody's going to win a real physical prize. And we'll play some more Twitchy Tides. Remember to wash your hands, check in on somebody you love, make sure they're doing okay, and above all else, most importantly, Nerds Unite. Hashtag Sully Raid, Nerds Unite emotes. Let's go.
They never play right? They're snapping? CS Sully with the huge raid of 88. Let's go. Thank you so much. They play Scar. We lock down that location. Now here's the question. Can we win here? The answer is likely no. So this is 10, it's 11 power. We never win this for 8 cubes.